everybody. Welcome. It's the Steel Toe Evening Show, the second of two for the day. April will be here in about a half hour, 45 minutes or so. We've got a great show coming today. A lot of stuff to talk about. Will we get through all of it? Probably not. We'll see. Maybe we hit overtime. Who knows? Hit overtime this morning. That was great. Thank you guys very much for coming through and helping Steel Toe stay on the air. We appreciate that. The goal tonight is posted up above. It's pinned to the top of the page. 300 per usual. And, of course, the PayPal link is in the chat. Super chats, memberships, the whole deal. Thank you guys very much. VIPs welcome. Members, the whole deal. Thanks again. Let's catch up with the chat. And then I do want to complete the phishing cheating story. A lot of people were really mad at me this morning when I moved on from that. And by a lot, I mean like 4 in the chat, which I get it. Not a lot, but enough where people were like, hey, I kind of wanted to see that. So maybe tonight during the evening show, we replay that one a little and get you caught up. It is a weird story, though. Like, I'm not a fishing guy at all. Like, I've gone fishing, but I'm not like a watch competitive fishing and like follow the players and know how competitive fishing is done. And this has like, that world is obsessed with this story. There were a couple of guys who have been, for God knows how long, stuffing fish with weights and fish fillets. They've just been cutting the fish open and shoving this shit in there. So the fish weigh more so they can win prizes. They've won like boats, cash, all kinds of stuff. And they finally got caught doing it. And it created a damn near riot at this local tournament. It was it's fascinating to watch, to say the least. So let's catch up with you guys, see where you're at this evening, and then we'll get on to the stories. We'll dance around, we'll entertain you, maybe hit our goal, do a half hour of overtime, and get ready for tomorrow morning's show. Hello to everybody saying good morning, and hello and everything else. COVID Crotch, Zeke Kyle, Phage lives. Is it lives or lives? Tigger next door says, where am I? What is this show? Dog shit, you're going to hate it. KIC says, y'all ain't watched Tales from the Boppaverse yet. No, but I definitely will. I promise you that. I'll check it out. And share the stream on social media. Oh, yeah, sure, Zen. If you want to encourage people to hit the like button, subscribe, share the show, absolutely.
Hit the subscribe button, smash that like button, and click the bell to get notifications.
There you go. All right, K1C, we got it. We hear you. Y'all watch Tales from the Boppaverse here. Got it. We're good. I need you to do me a favor, buddy. If you're new to the show, I need you to dial back the autism just a little bit. I can tell that you got good intentions. You're just a little too excited. Take it easy for me, bud. I'll check it. I promise I'll check it out, okay? Thank you very much to Pugsley for renewing his membership for a 5th month. That's going to start us off tonight. Knock us down to $295. Thank you very much. K Fallen the Great says, good evening, Aaron, you sexy beast. How much can you bench? You want to hear like a really gay answer to that question? I haven't maxed out benching, in years. Like, that's not how I lift. Like, because of the boxing thing, I want to keep, like, lean. So if you get big, heavy arms, like if you bench and lift a lot of weight and you're boxing, you'll get these big, heavy arms that aren't fast and they tire easily. So I lift very small weights at high reps. Not like, little aerobic girls with their little 5-pound weights, but just like between 30 and 50 and then in each hand and then a shitload of reps. That's the way I do benching. So it's not like I don't sit at a bench and go, all right, we're going to put, 275 on there and fucking, I haven't tried shit like that since high school, maybe. It's a different kind of lifting. That was probably not a serious question, but I felt like answering it seriously for some reason. Let's continue on here. Curly Adams says, I can't believe you moved on from the fishing story. What happened now? We'll get there. See, Biden was raised Puerto Rican politically, says John Satera. I don't know what that means. I'm excited to check it. Or Phage for shorter. All right, Phage. We'll just call you Phage. That'll be easy enough. Balls Deep with $3. Thank you very much, buddy. Very much appreciated. Mikey Two Milk says, hey, Aaron, just a heads up. Someone is throwing screws in the road. Thank you. King Yeti says, where's the best part of the show? The best part of the show will be here in about a half hour. So don't you worry. Hey, Bubba, how you doing, buddy? Atomic Citizen says, doesn't April change out the Tahoe tires any quicker than this? Shit. Lift light, high rep, says PH Cheddar. That's what I do. Dr. Love says, go 49ers. Where are we on that? 49ers, Rams, where are we at? I don't really need any of my fantasy guys to perform. I've already won for this week. So I'm going to say, goddamn, you know what? This is a total cop-out, but I like them both. I like the 49ers. I like the Rams. I like Matthew Stafford. I'm going to say Rams. I'm going to say Rams tonight, but if the 49ers win, I'm not upset. Dan, wow, coming in with $50 super chat. Thank you very much, buddy. Our take of that is 35. We're going to take 260 down to the goal. Thank you very much, Dan. And then thank you also to Rupert with $9.99. Says, here's for the Mark Gormley love. I actually can't stop listening to his songs. They're not half bad either. Well, that's where you and I part company, but that's all right. 250 away from our goal tonight. Thank you very much, guys, for getting that going right away. Max says, you're so strong. I bet your boyfriend loves your biceps. It's not very nice at all. That's actually incredibly hurtful because I know you're not being serious. And you're calling me a homosexual. Need Trump says, yep, you're exactly right, Aaron. You don't want to bulk up. You want to use those little weights to throw punches because then you can do some serious damage. Yeah, I'll get there when I'm all grown up. Raziv Chaz says, how much can you squat? I'm guessing 8 inches. Oh, I get it. Like I'm sitting on a giant dick and putting it in my butthole, right? Is that what it... I'm putting a big dick in my anus. Awesome. Actually, I'm terrible at squatting. Fucking hate it. I am so bad at squatting. Man, I avoid squatting whenever I can because it's embarrassing. I need to work on my legs too, so I'll do like leg presses and calf raises, but this is getting very gay. Dr. Love says, I'm here for the Perry Francis Caravello updates. I don't have any. I'm sorry. I don't have any Perry updates for tonight. King Yeti says, you need to hit those declines and incline bench press and modified flies. Yeah, I skip flies too. Flies and squats I skip. I'm a little cheater shortcut taker. Is what I am. Granny says, can I have some birthday kisses, Aaron, but not gay ones? All right, show me your anus. Hulkamasha Baby says, good evening, Aaron. Good evening. We giving Aaron advice on how to lose those titties? No, that's not what we were doing. Zen Rhino says, Biden tried to say that he was basically raised Puerto Rican, which is a total lie. He was raised Irish Catholic. Did he really say that? Did he really say he was basically raised Puerto Rican? Yeah, in Scranton, Pennsylvania. You know, Scranton, Pennsylvania, especially in the 1950s or 1960s, known as a big Puerto Rican hub. Tigger next door says, watch the Munsters tonight before the show. It was a shitty movie. Well, that's too bad. But remember, the Munsters was a campy piece of shit to begin with. Citizen M says, it's undeniable human activities have warmed the atmosphere, ocean, and land, wreaking widespread and rapid changes. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Zen Rhino, Aaron uses a shake weight confirmed. There's no such confirmation that I use a shake weight. Thank you. Zen Rhino says, Google took out for my Yeehaw membership today, but it's not letting me tell you that down in the super chat area. Well, whenever it does, you'll post it up there and we'll be fine. It's all right. Guns, I suggest guns, says Bubba's lost everything. All right, now we're caught up with the chat. We can do ourselves a nice little show. And already $250 away from our goal. Thank you guys, especially Dan Campbell, for chipping in. Let's knock that out tonight and do ourselves 30 minutes of overtime. Let's start with this. I don't have a lot of context for this one. It's just titled, This Right Here is Why DeSantis is Going to Win in November. Let's check this out. We've got a black Florida guy, and it sounds like he's going to give a hot political take. Let's check it out.
That about DeSantis, but that gas is here in Arcadia. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but it's here in Arcadia. So y'all know who we vote for. I don't know about the rest of you motherfuckers. I'm voting for DeSantis. And I'm a Democrat. So y'all can call it what y'all want.
We got children out here.
Okay, I'm sorry, ma'am.
That's it? Thank you, Not the Bee. You know what? There's a weird thing with Not the Bee where they're so conservative that they don't know black people exist. So when they see one and then the black person is being very boisterous, they laugh because they're worried that that person's going to assault and mug them. They have very much like a 58-year-old rural American view of black people where they really don't want to be seen as racist, but they also like infantilize and like glorify like basic shit. Like they're surprised black people can express basic thoughts like I'm a Democrat, but I'm going to vote for DeSantis. To Republicans, like Not the Bee, Christian conservative Republicans, they're like, oh shit, oh that black guy's hilarious, he's awesome. It's all right. Why? Because he was wearing a wife beater in public and being boisterous? Guys, take it easy. Not every black guy who votes Republican deserves a parade. All right, let's tone it down just a little bit. Just a little. Thank you very much to Mikey Two Milks. He says, works for me, and there's his renewal of his membership. Thank you very much, Mikey, bringing us down to 245 tonight. Rain says, Steel Toe, is April with you or your interns? She's going to be here in just a little bit, Rain. Don't you worry. Rain doesn't like this show unless April's on. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Rain says, Black Kangs. It is. That's how, like, Christian conservative, they've never been around too many black people. So when they get around them, they try too hard to show the black people that they're totally down with the brothers. So then they put on their website like, oh, this is why DeSantis is going to win. You see this crazy black guy? Isn't he hilarious? It's a bit rich. That's all. Standalone Cakeorn says, hey, we have children out here. Take that language to a family drag show. Exactly. Phoenix with $10. Thank you very much, Phoenix. Sends us a link.
I'm putting a big dick in my anus.
Awesome. God damn it. Thank you for the $10 super chat. I appreciate that, but I did not know that was going to be the clip. Very much appreciated. 240 away from our goal tonight. Thank you, Phoenix. Pip says, has April been working on some promo codes like to support shows that way? Yeah, we're going to do, we're going to contact a VPN this week, and we're going to do that. There's not any advertising I'd like to do other than a VPN because I want it to be something that I'd use, something that I'd like, and something that I can tell my audience about and not bullshit them. I don't like that people have advertisers and then they don't really like them. They're just doing it for the money. Everyone we have are places I go to. Like I'm going to Old Capitol tomorrow. I got to catch a Vikings game at Stoney's pretty soon here. I use All Care whenever I got, any kind of car issue. And Midland Armory, that's where the next gun's being brought from, is Midland. So I use them all. I love them all. I know them all personally. And while I can't do that with the VPN, I can't know them personally, I suppose. That is kind of how I like to do it with the advertisers. Guys, I'm very excited for this next one. Really excited. Actually, fat guy, teenager excited for this. And I don't usually get excited about food stories, but this one, I really am. And by the way, just when I started saying fat kid, I started to feel really shitty. And I started to do that thing where you take stock of what you've eaten today. And it ain't good for, I'm afraid to step on a skate. Oh shit. I'm spiraling now. Now I'm having a spiral because I just thought of how much I've eaten today. And now I shouldn't have said the word fat. Oh, fuck. Thank you very much, Rusty. He says, nice shirt. Welcome to the Boneheads Club. No problem. I got my Buzzard Bob shirt on today. I love Buzzy. So my big news for you is KFC. I hope I'm not the only one who's actually looking forward to this. KFC, fuck the Chicken Littles, fuck the Snackers, whatever they call them now. KFC is bringing back the Twister. The Twister's back. Tell them all. The Twister's back. The revamped version, called simply Kentucky Fried Chicken Wraps, comes in 3 options. A classic chicken wrap, a macaroni and cheese chicken wrap that combines a chicken tender with mac and cheese, and a wrap that combines a chicken tender with coleslaw. Each item costs $3. Bro, that ain't a Twister. They're saying that that's bringing back the Twister. I don't know. That looks like a cheap imitation to me, bro. As of now, it's a pilot, and KFC posted the list of restaurants where they're available on its website. I don't know. These kinds of campaigns are common in the fast food world. Oh, now I'm bummed. See, I don't read these before I talk to you guys about them because I like to, just learn about it with you. But fuck that noise. You see that? Here, let's look for KFC Twister. Images. See, now that's a Twister. You see that? Hashtag my Twister. This bullshit, that ain't a Twister. I'm sorry, but unless it's got the sauce, it's got the juice. It ain't a Twister. Oh, that's a bummer. Either that or just Twisters aren't what I remember them being. Either way. Bullshit. Bullshit. That's not the Twister. Twister had better sauce. Thank you, Nikki Fruit Loops. That's what I thought immediately, too. Standalone K-Corn says, that's not the Twister I know. Stop pissing on my leg and tell me it's raining. I know. I feel betrayed as well. I want to feed Sam Tripoli's kids with a... Okay, the red bar references, Rain. We get it. But look, the day is done, if you know what I mean. Don't be a ripoff. Just be you. You're funny when you just do your own thing, bud. Granny says Aaron has several KFC scented candles adorning his mantle. Look, it doesn't go that far. Carlos says the mac and cheese wrap could be very good when hammered. Here's how they're going to fuck up the mac and cheese one. It's going to be dry, not saucy enough mac and cheese. I'm going to call it right now. It's going to be too dry. It's not. Listen to me. Listen how fucking fat I am. God, I feel gross. This whole segment now has just made me feel disgusting and overweight and bloated and disgusting and gross. I'm falling apart without April here. I need April to get back. What is it, 20, 30 minutes from now? I'm drowning over here. Ryan says that's a melted visage of what was. Exactly. JJ Dewey says even if it was the old one, it won't come out that good looking. I didn't need that with my Twister. My Twisters would be sloppy and floppy and whatever, but they were good. Plot twist. April's under the table blowing Aaron right now. That's very good. You see how I really politely dismiss the really unfunny ones? Just like, yeah, it's good. Great. Awesome. Glad I read the whole chat on evening shows when I'm by myself. Warmer plate Gouda Mac, says Balls Deep. The coleslaw musk is his go-to scent. Yes, the KFC coleslaw. I slather that shit on. Absolutely. Gurmy says, tell April to get you a Casey's pizza on the way home and mukbang it in front of us. Dude, I can't put another item of food down my gullet tonight. I'm feeling like a giant bloated whale. How are you? All right, $240 away from our goal today. Thank you to Dan and Phoenix and everybody else and Rupert and all them for chipping in tonight. Very, very cool. Looks like we're starting a little bit ahead tonight. We usually say, look, if after the first hour we're under 200, we're looking good for the evening. But there's the PayPal link in the chat if you'd like to contribute to the show. Otherwise, super chats and memberships count as well. I wanted to bring you a little something from Minnesota, seeing as a large chunk of our audience is from there. And we have, like many of you do, a governor's election this year. And I mean, I feel bad if you're someone who votes Republican all the way down the line in Minnesota because you cannot be excited for the guy we have running for governor. I mean, if your dumb uncle that believes everything he reads on like political chainmails were a candidate for governor, you've got your guy this time around. Oh man, this Scott Jensen is awful. Like he made his whole image by being like the anti-COVID everything guy, like anti-lockdown, anti-this, anti-that. But like he doesn't have anything else. He's kind of a crackpot outside of that. Like the Republicans here in Minnesota picked him because he was Mr. Anti-COVID and anti-lockdown and this and that. You got to be more than that. You can't just be anti the thing that's over. Hey, I was against the COVID lockdowns. Yeah, after about 2-3 weeks of it, we were all against the COVID lockdowns. That doesn't mean we should all be governors. And when it comes to Scott Jensen, we had a chance to maybe unseat this governor we had, who is kind of a smug prick, this Tim Walz. But I mean, we just picked a guy who's got the charisma of a dead ant and who has the depth of like a platform of a piece of plywood. That's about it. I mean, we picked and that's, by the way, Minnesota Republicans in general always pick shitty governor candidates. It seems like every 4 years we've got a shot until they tell you who they're picking. And then it's like, oh, you guys didn't want to win. All right, I see. Thank you very much to Redbeard and Declan Dillon for becoming members. Appreciate that. That's going to knock us down to 2:30 this evening. Wow, everybody chipping in tonight, man. That is awesome. So our nominee for governor, this is what I mean by your uncle who believes in all the email hoaxes. He actually talked to the media today about the school where the kids could identify as cats, and they had litter boxes there so the kids could use the litter box in the school. He brought that up as an example of just how crazy all this PC stuff is getting, right? Now, guys, why is that a ridiculous, stupid, dipshit thing to say? Anybody know? I'm gonna let you guys let me know why that's an embarrassing hand over your forehead, oh Jesus Christ, this fucking guy thing to say. Let's see who gets it first. Yeah. That's Bubba lost everything, Citizen M. Right. It never fucking happened. It was a fake story. The guy who's running for governor and wants to beat Tim Walz here in Minnesota just went fake email chain on our asses. Scott Jensen, the Republican candidate. By the way, take a look at this guy. Does this look like the kind of guy who just reaches out and grabs your vote? Very, very often in politics, you can just look at a guy and go, that ain't it. I look at this guy and I go, look, I'll let him write me a prescription for Oxy. But after that, that's about the level of our relationship. That's where it ends. Oh, man. After that, he also said you can get AIDS from sticking your fingers in vending machines because they put dirty needles in them. Oh, my God. Can you believe that? He also had a cousin who got pregnant from sitting on a toilet seat. Isn't that something? Oh, man, that's crazy. Oh, shit. Von Kaiser says he looks like an old you. You know what? I'm accepting your apology even if you're not giving it. Rusty Grammer says the last guy that ran against No Balls was better. We're fucked. I want Jesse back. I'd take him. Well, not the way he is now. He's completely lost it now. Bubbles lost everything says he probably realized he might win and threw the deal on purpose. Do you think there have been guys who have actually done that? Like they ran as like a publicity deal and then it got really close and they were like, oh shit, I might win this thing. I got to drop the N-bomb or something. Like, I know Perot in 92, Ross Perot was getting really close to winning as a third party. Like, he was running even with Bush and Clinton in the polls, and then he dropped out of the race for like a month and a half, and then came back a couple weeks before the election, and by that time, it was too late. That, I do believe, was Ross Perot trying to throw the thing, because I don't think he really wanted to win. Carlos says Matt Burke is kind of batshit, though. I dig it. Oh, yeah, that's right. Our new governor now, or our new governor candidate, he hired the Vikings old center to be his running mate also. So there's that. Thank you to Flex for becoming a Yeehaw Club member. Appreciate that, buddy. 225 away from our goal tonight. You guys chipping away like crazy, man. I really appreciate that. Just a real smooth night. We'll knock that goal out and do 30 minutes of overtime. There's the PayPal link in the chat if you'd like to contribute that way. Thank you to Flex for becoming a member. 225 away from tonight's goal. So that's what's going on here in Minnesota. We've got one governor who shut our entire state down, gave us the finger and told us to go fuck ourselves and he'll do whatever he wants. And then the guy who's supposed to rescue us from him believes every hoax story that comes down the pike. So I don't know. I think Minnesota's one of those states. I was thinking about this yesterday. Minnesota's one of those states that's just kind of, look, we're a blue state now. You know, we're not a purple state. We're not a swing state, anything like that. We're a blue state. As much as some people don't want it to be, it's just the reality of the situation. Look, if those Floyd riots didn't urge people to maybe shake things up in our metro area, Nothing's going to. Thank you very much to Freaky Deaky for renewing his membership, and now 220 away from our goal tonight. Wow, guys, thank you very much. I'm appreciating the energy so far here this evening. There's the PayPal link in the chat. Did you see Kamala Harris and her North Korea gaffe? Yeah, did we ever play that? I don't think we played that clip on the show. Kamala Harris, North Korea. This was a funny one. I don't think we actually played this one. Here you go, guys. Oh, God, a 30-second ad first here. I bet you in those 30 seconds I can find it on YouTube first. Here we go. Kamala Harris, Korea. And boom, there we go.
Vice President Kamala Harris touting the U.S. alliance with the wrong Korea while touring the demilitarized zone.
I mean, in fairness to her, there's two of them, so she had a 50-50 shot of getting it wrong. I mean, so what if one's a capitalist haven in Asia and the other one is a starving, desolate nuclear porcupine? Sometimes you can get confused. South Korea, North Korea, they all look alike. I mean, except the one telling thing. The North Koreans have a lot of skin hanging off their bones, and they're actually an inch and a half. This is true. The average North Korean is at least an inch and a half shorter than the average South Korean due to malnutrition. It's fucked up, but it's true. Here's her speaking about our good friends to the north.
On her tour of Asia.
So the United States shares a very important relationship, which is an alliance with the Republic of North Korea.
Whoopsie daisy. Doesn't she just sound like a mom on a wine bender? She just comes up. She's got that wine mom energy, and not in a good way.
And it is an alliance that is strong and enduring.
She looks like one of those women The Office hired, and then they make her do a presentation, and she just has to bullshit her way through it because she's only getting it because of her gender. That's who come. Actually, you know what? That's not even what she reminds me of. That's kind of exactly what she is, isn't it? But don't worry, we share a very important alliance with our friends North Korea. Hey, you know what, guys? I'm just glad the adults are in charge, I'm just glad that we finally got the adults in charge. Pip says she just forgot which one was the bad one. Common mistake, guys. Right? Exactly. She also said to fix the colored homes first in Florida. Yeah, she said that we're going to give the aid to black people first because black people are all poorer and not as good as the other people, so they should get it first. Like, it came off as kind of racist to me. That she was like, well, it's going to be underprivileged people first. Black people. She has said it back to back. And then some woman who was interviewing her goes, and women, like white women, even in that situation, can't let it go for 5 seconds without making it about them. And then there's the other racism of Nancy Pelosi, where she's like, we have to keep those illegals in Florida because I hear from the people down there that they need people to pick their crops. And it's like, if a Republican said that just now, you'd call him a Nazi. And you threw it right out there, didn't you? Zen Rhino says, and then after she left the country, North Korea fired off a rocket just to be dicks. Well, did you see that Japan, called an emergency because North Korea shot a nuke over their head? Did I see that right today? Or they shot a missile. I don't know if they shot a nuke. I don't know if it was armed with a nuclear warhead. But they shot a missile over Japan's head. It's real nice, Again, it's good to know the adults are in charge and that the rest of the world takes us seriously. That's what I'm happy about. Birdman says she's the party girl that got kicked out for telling on everyone. Jay Santos says this people needs to be inebriated to not feel guilty about all the human atrocities they sign off on. You know what? I'll go with that. That sounds like it might check out, actually. Thank you very much, everyone who's been throwing in tonight. This has been a great start. 220 away from our goal. There's the PayPal link in the chat if you'd like to throw in. That way, we're not very far from probably one rally, and we'll knock out most of that goal. So thank you guys very much. I actually wanted to wait for April until I got to this video. It's a guy, it's some gamer dude. I guess he's streaming video games with his chick, and his chick screwed up in the game. And instead of just doing a thing where you go, yeah, well, you know, it's just a fucking video game, not really that big of a deal, he exploded. I mean, he went apeshit. And they're streaming the thing. So it's just going out live to Twitch or Facebook Game. Does anybody use Facebook Gaming? Whatever the hell. It's just going out there, and this guy just relentlessly. I mean, you would have thought the way this guy is yelling at her that she actually killed a family member or did something like forgot to lock a door and somebody came and abducted their child. You would have thought it was something that bad with how bad this dude is yelling and screaming at his chick. But before we do that one, we need April to get here. So April, when you do get here, just run right downstairs. And we'll go right to that story. So in the meantime, let's do this one. Randolph High School in Vermont. This is way too absurd. This is a school that's not allowing their girls' volleyball team to change in the girls' locker room. And the reason, you know what? I'm going to let you guys guess. Why can't the Randolph High School girls' volleyball team, why won't the school let them change in the girls' locker room? I just want to see if anybody has been so, like, their brain's been so rotted by the media that they'll actually get this right. Bubba's lost everything. Yep, you've got it. Pyramid 7. Yep. Okay, so you know what? We all watch too much news. We all follow way too much of this shit. They're not allowed to change in their dressing room because they don't want to change with a cock hanging out. I'm not kidding. Follow this logic. If you're a woman and you say, I don't want a guy sending me a picture of his dick without my consent because I don't want to see a dick in my face without my consent, it's rather jarring and uncomfortable. And if you're a progressive, you applaud that. I mean, if you're a human being, you applaud that. You're like, yeah, that's goddamn right. Don't show her your dick until she's ready. Unless you're married, then do whatever you want. But then if you were to go, hey, you know that whole not consenting to seeing dicks thing? That still stands in the locker room for trans women who have a penis. I still don't want to see penises. I want to be kept safe from penises I don't want to see while I'm in the locker room. For some reason, when it's a cell phone, you're a feminist hero for saying that. But when you're an athlete and it's in real life, then you're a bigot. I'm not really understanding what the disconnect is there. I'm not really understanding how going from you would think if it went from the phone to real life, it would actually be more true. But apparently there's something about it being a dick on your screen and being a dick right in front of your face that makes you a bigot if you don't like it. Again, I'm getting used to the rules just like all of you are. So forgive me if I don't have it nailed down quite yet. Let's hit play on this story in, again, Randolph, Vermont, which is a city of about, I don't know, a few thousand people. Let's go to Vermont here and check this one out.
A high school volleyball team has been banned from its own locker room while school officials investigate a conflict involving a transgender student on the team.
Kiana Burks is live outside of Randolph Union High School where
we all drew straws to do this story, and we all got the short straws and went, fuck, damn it, I didn't want to do this one. I know my Twitter's going to be lit up by the end of the night.
Talked with one of the players who is now facing disciplinary action. Kiana, what do you know?
Vermont education policy says that students can play sports and use whatever locker room corresponds with their gender, but some
What could go wrong? See, they're just trying to be equitable. They're just trying to be equal. They're just trying to be nice. What could have possibly gone wrong when they made that policy to let people change in the locker room of the gender they identified as? I mean, who could have foreseen a bunch of women not feeling comfortable having a swinging dick in their locker room? I mean, knock me over with a feather.
Members of the Randolph girls volleyball team say that they object to having one of their transgender teammates be in the room while they change. I spoke to one of the girls.
It's a huge thing. Everyone's asking, like, so why aren't you allowed in the locker room? Like,
High school student Blake Ellen and her teammates are currently barred from using the locker room after
Right, they're all varsity athletes. They're lesbians. They don't want to see dick. Come on, how about a little respect for the LGBTQ community? All of these lesbian volleyball players want to see clams, not cocks. How about a little respect? How about a little tolerance? Fucking around.
Some of the girls on the team objected to allowing a transgender player in the girls' locker room.
my mom wants me to do this interview to try to make a change.
All right. Repeat after me. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Okay, good. Sufferin' succotash. Go ahead. Ball's in your court.
Says the dispute started when the trans student made an inappropriate comment while members of the volleyball team were getting changed.
The inappropriate comment was they were helicoptering their dick and going, look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it. It's really awkward.
She says her issue is not with having the trans student on the team or at school, but specifically in the locker room.
Biological boys that go in the girls' bathroom, but never a locker room situation.
She says that fellow team members and parents have also raised similar concerns and have approached the school with them. They were told that under state law, the transgender student could use whatever locker room they identified with.
Well, then the law's fucked up. Because think about this. Everybody, and actually, in some cases, I would blame the players and the parents on this because these are the same people who said, just let them change the rules, go along to get along. I don't want to get called a name. Look, I don't want this to come back on me and have people point fingers at me. And now it's happening to you, and you're going, hey, why can't I object to this? Well, you could have, but you didn't when you had a chance. Now you got your kids have to stare, your daughters have to stare at a cock in their locker room, and if they say anything, then they're all banned from the locker room and being investigated. Real nice.
In an email to families, school officials said that the school has plenty of space where students who feel uncomfortable with the laws may change in privacy.
How about that? If you don't like the dick in your locker room, you can go change somewhere else. We'll kick you out of your locker room because we got to make sure this person with a cock feels comfortable. How about the other team having to play basically biologically, physically, a dude in volleyball? That sucks too. Those giant palms making a big spike. Ugh.
They want all the girls who feel uncomfortable, so pretty much 10 girls, to get changed in a single stall bathroom, which would take over 30 minutes, when if one person got changed separately, it would take a minute. Like, no extra time.
In the email to parents, school officials say they are conducting an investigation into allegations the girls harassed the transgender student.
Of course. Guys, can you believe it? In this story, the trans person believes they're a victim. I can't believe it. I bet you that they'll try to get people to walk out for them, get people to hold signs at the next game talking about how brave they are. I mean, I don't think this person wants to make it about them, but hey, I mean, you got to stand up for yourself when you're the victim.
Lloyd, the co-principal of Randolph Union High School, declined to go on camera, but in an email told me that student safety was the district's highest priority and that when policies are violated, disciplinary action consistent with the law will be taken. We also reached out to the state education agency, but didn't get a response. AOE policy...
because they're on the phone with their lawyers all the time, you can't get through. All right, tell me how to get out of this thing. All right, that's simple. What do you got for me? I got a volleyball team, and they don't want to change in the locker room. Well, I mean, that's, so you got a protest thing going on. All right, we can handle that. I mean, technically they have the right to protest, but, what are they protesting? What do they want? Well, they want changes in the locker room. All right, understandable. What are the changes? We let a trans person with a penis in their locker room. Did I mention I'm going on vacation this week? I'm actually going to be in the Bahamas. You know what? I'll set you up with my paralegal. They'll get all the documents you need, and I'll be back. When do you plan to wrap up this hearing in these cases? Yeah, I'll be back then. Thanks.
Policy states in part that the use of restrooms and locker rooms by transgender students requires schools to consider numerous factors. But the policy goes on to state that a transgender student should not be required to use a locker room or restroom that conflicts with the student's gender identity.
So,
again, this makes all kinds of sense. Hello, April.
Howdy.
This makes all kinds of sense. 10 biological girls now have to change somewhere else because one person with a cock wants to change in their locker room. Mm-hmm. Makes
Don't
sense.
you think that's fair?
Oh, it makes total sense to me. You see, why discriminate against one person when we can discriminate against 10 of them? 10 is bigger than
Might
one.
as well do them all.
Yeah.
I think if you're just doing one, you're not leaning in.
For sure.
Girl, no one's allowed in the locker room, no volleyball girls. Even during school to get changed for gym class, no one's allowed from volleyball.
I mean, we all just feel like a Philly goof. Well, you see, baby. We're going to play on that volleyball court tonight. And we're going to change our clothes. And we're going to get our shoes on real nice. And we're going to spike that ball into the ground, daddy. And there ain't a damn thing that anybody, a transgender, Superman himself, can do to change that fact, baby.
Oh. And the school says that their decision to close the locker rooms and launch the investigation should not be seen as judgment on either side of the dispute.
All you had to say was that to the transgender person was, could you change in a stall? Your dick makes these girls uncomfortable. And I'm sure they got threatened with a lawsuit, and the person cried and whined and complained and talked about their rights when all these girls wanted was a place to change their fucking clothes for a girls' volleyball game.
That used to not only be like totally acceptable, but just common sense.
Again,
like we wanted to keep dicks out of the women's locker room.
Right. Again, to me, it's one of those deals where, like, if you send it via phone, it's a crime. If you do it right in front of them in a locker room, as long as you identify as trans, these girls got to stop being such uppity bitches.
Basically. I mean, it used to be a thing where even just like like a male coach wouldn't be allowed in the locker room unless like a single girl was like hurt, needed help, with the injury, and they definitely cleared it to make sure all the girls were dressed first. Like no dicks in the girls' locker room. That was it.
But that's so strange that we are trying that A, that you have to reiterate that, and B, that it isn't the rule. That if you try to reiterate that as the rule, you're going to have to talk to lawyers. You're going to be in a lot of trouble.
We're all bad people now.
And you're probably breaking the law. So I hope that, and by the way, the idea of a team, to me, these transgender athletes like Leah Thomas, to show once again that maybe this is kind of a me mental illness thing. None of them ever talk about their team. None of them ever sacrifice anything for their own team. It's all about what makes them comfortable. It's all about what they want. And if anybody else doesn't like it who's already on the team, well, then they're a bigot and they can just make room for me.
Yes, it really is. It's all about them now. There is no team sport anymore. It's all about me.
That's a real team player kind of an attitude. All right, guys, we got a lot of stuff to look at tonight. I'm very excited about these next 4 or 5 things that we have to watch with you. Pretzel Eater says it's exhibitionist behavior. Well, I mean, it's remarkably inconsiderate.
Yes.
Is what it is.
Inconsiderate is putting it very politely, I think.
220 away from our goal tonight. If you guys feel like chipping in, there's the PayPal link in the chat. We are a listener-supported show. That goal represents our break-even point, essentially. YouTube or PayPal, doesn't matter, but there's the PayPal link in the app if you'd like to or in the chat if you'd like to chip in. Only 220 away from our goal today. General rule of thumb is let's get under 200 by the halfway point and we can knock that thing out. Balls Deep says, I remember the hazing and bullying would have disincentivized trans participation back in the early 2000s. I believe it did.
You sure did. It didn't happen.
Jay Santos says, April always looks fresh. Not gonna lie.
Oh, really? Thank you.
What about my trucking with the buzzard shirt?
I love that shirt. I think Buzzy's got some awesome merch. Also,
I don't
brought
look
you
fresh as fuck.
pills for your tooth pain in case you
Oh,
need
that's
it.
wonderful. Are these stiffer than the other things I've been taking?
No, but they have an anti-bloat in them, and I heard you're griping.
Oh, yeah. I'm a fat fuck.
Figure that's the full dose there. It should have you draining in no time.
Oh, I'm excited to piss all over the place. All right, let's watch this fella. This guy had a rough day. He was gaming with his girlfriend or his wife.
Okay.
And they decided to stream their gaming experience together because you want to strike it rich, you just got to play video games on the internet.
With your tits out, right?
Oh, no, well, this guy, I don't think you want this guy to be playing with his tits out. He actually kind of red bars it where he kind of keeps his gal off to the side and you don't really see her much. And then he also full on red bars it when he basically verbally abuses her in the middle of his stream. Let's check this one out. I only got halfway through this. I was laughing way too hard. Oh, and it is on Twitch. Beautiful.
Oh, that's good. This is rich.
This is very much on brand. So you see, here's the guy. He's right there. Mm-hmm. And the girl is over here, so you can't really see her very much.
That's kind of mean if you're going to make her do it with you, but you keep her off screen.
Oh, don't worry. That's not the meanest part.
I'm guessing he forgot this is a game.
Yeah.
It's not real life.
Right, because at first when he starts talking to her in this clip we're about to play, I thought like she went out somewhere like to get him food or something.
Okay.
But no, he's talking to her like the game is a shoot.
That happens to a lot of gamers. It's really embarrassing.
Here we go.
What were you doing outside? Were you looting? Zuka, it doesn't take that long, so you were looting!
He's losing his mind.
Jesus Christ, man.
So I don't know what game this is. Again, I play, right now I'm playing Medieval 2 Total War, so I'm just not up on shit.
You don't yell like this?
No, I'm goddamn Milanese.
I wish you would now.
An assassin killed one of my generals, son of a fuck. Now that captain is going to be a traitor. He's going to turn rebel on me. No, but he just starts shouting at her. I guess like they're in a team thing, and she, I guess, went outside of like the base area where he wanted her, and she was out looting, and that's
apparently a problem.
What I'm understanding is her going out and looting is a no-no.
Okay.
I swear to God, when I heard this the first time, I thought he meant like the George Floyd riots. Like she like went out.
You like she was outside?
Yeah, and he thought that she was coming out to like get him food, and then she came back. He's like, "Were you looting?" And I'm like, "What a weird."
That would be more funny.
Yeah, she was out there throwing Molotov cocktails at gas stations and shit.
But I got you a new pair of Air Force Ones.
Yeah, and I got you a TV. God, you're ungrateful.
But there's enemies inside that they were fighting. Why are you allowing them to loot?
Oh my God.
You keep doing this shit over and over.
This is not something that we have a domestic over.
No.
It's a fucking video game, dude.
I am happy for her sake, actually, that this is happening live, so like she can actually tell people, like, no, I'm not really in a good position here.
This is like the yelling at you get when he finds out you got drunk and fucked one of his friends again.
Right, he seems exactly. You'd think she cheated on him.
Right? He's like, you do this every time. Why don't you ever stop doing this? You would think this man is being passive-aggressively, psychologically abused.
Yes.
That's the only time men yell like this, is when a woman is doing their dastardly, manipulative, passive-aggressive psychological abuse, and because it's not physical, you can't hit them back. So you just get frustrated and blow a gasket. Not this guy. She just went and looted in a video game.
Pretty innocent, yeah.
Which allowed, I guess, some other people to go loot where they are, and now he's losing his fucking mind.
I mean, I would be on her side too. I'm guessing she probably is the type that gets yelled at a lot because she's not like
Why would you
yelling
say that?
Because the ones that are so quiet, they're always the ones that get yelled at because you don't yell back.
Until they cut your cock off and slit your throat.
It's kind of how I am lately. If I get yelled at, I just kind of
cut a cock.
Sit here.
Oh, fuck that. I wish.
Every time you yell at me on the show, what do you mean?
When do I yell at you on the show?
Every
Oh,
Tuesday.
You're full of shit. Shut up. All right, let's continue with this man's work of art. Oh, and thank you for Bradley A.
Thank you.
For the $10 on PayPal, sir. That's going to knock us down to $210. And like I said, we're only 48 minutes into the show. If we're under 200 by a halfway point, we're looking great. Thank you, guys.
Coming in hot.
You keep just allowing people to loot and get shit off. Like, I don't get it. I get if you need an armor swap, get an armor swap. But you're in there, like, taking your time.
He is losing. And, like, he's mad that he's just, like, completely forgotten the idea that he's live on Twitch right now.
Right, and this actually kind of makes you look like a bitch because you're yelling at someone for looting in a video game.
Bro, I don't think you're going to reach partner status with that kind of attitude.
I don't think this is coming off the way he intended it to.
No. I'm a fucking alpha, bro.
No.
I keep my bitch in line.
This isn't attractive.
Wait, did you forget that they were fighting another enemy?
I did not know.
Luca,
Did he just cut her mic?
Then? Luca, who were they fighting?
That was the last team.
Suka.
I can't believe the gamer guy has an Asian wife. That really shatters the shit out of the stereotypes.
It really
huh?
does. It's exactly what I was thinking. And I don't know if he keeps cutting her mic or if he just gave her a really shitty one.
Her voice keeps tilting away from the microphone, and that's causing her voice to cut out.
It would be more funny on his part if he would just cut her mic every time she goes to answer.
Right. Just, what were you thinking? Well, what I was thinking was I was going to have a good reason to go out there and get those guys.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, he's just fucking screaming at her, man. And all because, like, he lost a game. Like, these games are not, like, game over. Like, you just hit respawn and then start again, bro.
Look, I don't know if you were looking for me to be surprised about this, but I've, I don't know, people throw things usually.
You've dated a gamer or two in your day?
I mean, I've seen a few.
All right. Dated a gamer or two, and
they're all the same. They
get a little shouty and yelly,
throwy.
Did you ever suffer any verbal abuse as the result of a video game?
I plead the fifth. I prefer not to answer, but
no, come on. Did you ever get?
Yeah.
Did you ever get one of these?
It's because what happens to people that are gamers, they like get sucked into this thing they're playing, and they forget the world exists outside of that. And as soon as anything, like a small thing, did you take the dog out? What the fuck are you saying? It's you fucking distracted me. It's over. It's not pleasant. It's weird.
I will give myself this. If I'm ever playing something and she or someone asks me for something, I'm very good about, just give me a couple minutes here. I want to wrap this up, and then I'll do the thing.
And then if you ask him one more time, it is really like the look of death. I think I've not seen you actually throw a controller. I've seen you like toss it up in the air and catch it.
Yeah, like, God damn it. I'll just grab it.
Your like resting bitch face type look, though, is specifically scary.
Madden.
Yeah. It's Madden.
Madden. An interception in the fourth quarter.
I really do believe that it's like all people that are gaming at the time turn into the same person. It's just who can like rein it in a little bit.
Yeah,
better.
and that's me. Like, I'll chuck the controller, but I'll chuck it to myself.
Right.
Goddamn fucking interception. Whoop.
So you're saying the controller never hits a wall and shatters?
No. I don't. They're too expensive. I'm still keeping myself in the real world.
That's good.
It's a fucking slant pattern against man coverage. He should have made the grab. Can't believe my quarterback has such under pressure throwing accuracy. So low.
My favorite is watching you play the what was that boxing one where you kept the notebook and stuff?
Fight Night Round 3.
Fight Night
Champion.
Whatever. Watching you play the Fight Night one, like you like move your face moves around when you're doing it and stuff, and like your mouth and shit. That's my favorite one to watch.
You like that?
Besides Red Dead.
Okay.
Because I picture myself in that one.
Why are you sitting there thinking that?
Stop talking to that other guy.
No, Suka. No. Why, Suka? No. Right there. Stay on
the. And then it cut out. This fucking stream cut out. Isn't that what that
loser?
Isn't that what these little things mean when these come up? It's the stream cut off.
Usually,
so
that's like
oh my god, she cut his stream off.
That's like the watch this next, like coming up next, or watch this.
Oh no! Oh boy, she might have got hit. Bro, she cut.
At least she's kind of got video evidence of how psycho he is.
She cut the stream off.
I really don't think. Like, people that are gamers like that, I'd say it's a 50-50 shot that they're like that in real life versus when they're just gaming, though. Like, some people live that way and they're just psychotic about every little thing. And then some people are only that way in the game world.
Thank you very much to Matthew with $20. Didn't you need some information from Matthew? This guy?
Yeah, sir. I haven't gotten your VIP information. I need to put that order in. So if you could message me anywhere,
Matthew,
Instagram, Facebook.
We want to make sure we get your stuff to you, buddy, and we want to get everybody's stuff out to them. So if you want to send us your information, we can send your VIP stuff out there.
Same with Mark G if you're out there.
Flex says, fuck, Red Bar looks bad. Are you kidding? If that was Red Bar, he looks great.
Yeah, he looks young and spry.
Mike David I'm worried about Mike David. He's not looking better.
No, you can really see how sick he is by his neck, kind of. You can see how much weight he's lost. It's really kind of scary.
Dude, and now the ultimate troll, Mike David, is getting trolled now because now people are paying that same guy on Fiverr to make spoof Red
Which
Bar
one?
and Sven guys. The
fat
shirtless
one,
guy. who's
let
rubbing
me
his-
touch myself.
Yeah, they're making fake Sven ones now.
That was so cringy.
Dude,
I did
it's
like the
pretty
fat one
bad.
better, but it was gross.
They're treating Mike David like DSP now. They're buying cameos for him.
How much does it cost to get on Fiverr?
$5.
Oh, God, I'm
That's
a
what it's
fucking
based.
asshole.
This is somebody made a parody of the Sven Stoffels one.
Okay.
And this kind of shows you that the Red Bar universe is kind of turning, not the cult people. The cult people will defend Mike to the death.
Yeah.
He's got his Nazi bunker people.
I want him to be okay.
So do I.
but
So do
Jesus.
I. But he's really acting poorly.
He's
on this
acting
one.
up.
He is acting up. He's acting like a sick little bitch. But so Sven, he kind of shanghaied Sven into making he did it on Fiverr so it wouldn't look like they were being desperate. But it was nothing to see here, guys. Don't worry kind of a thing.
I don't think it went off as good as I thought.
Well, somebody made one of their own, spoofing Sven and Mike.
We should do this.
But think about this. Then they bought a cameo for Mike, and it's like, to watch this get done to Mike David is like a turning point that you don't come back from, and it's kind of sad.
This used to be something that you didn't do to him.
Right. Now,
Wow, this is embarrassing.
it's like watching a guy in prison get punched in the mouth, and he doesn't do anything back, and you're like, oh, words out. He's a bitch.
Yeah, your street cred's gone.
Yeah. Well, and I think he's made fun of so many people over the years, and like we said yesterday, nothing's happened to those people. Their careers have been fine.
I know.
So it's like it doesn't do anything.
Look how big these nipples are.
Guys, it's me, Sven again. Centoffels. That is who I am. I thought the last message Mike made me post would be enough that he would stop holding me hostage. But he still has me held at gunpoint. So, just to be clear, Mike really does wear diapers. He's a poo-poo pants.
Oh, see, like you just
Was this Jesse?
5. Oh, that's a good.
Was this Jesse from Pod Awful?
I wonder if this was Jesse P.S. Because that's how
God,
Jesse.
I kind of hope so.
Did you listen to Jesse's thing yet?
No, I'm going off the cliff notes you gave me.
Yeah, where he goes.
I will have time. I should do that.
Pee pee poo poo pants, and then which just made fart noises with his hands.
One more time.
Sorry, that was a squeal. That was my tire burning noise. So yeah, somebody just like 5 years ago, nobody would have thought to do this
Well,
to him.
you didn't want to because of
Yeah.
the repercussions, but not anymore.
I bought him this video as a little shout out for being such a big boy. Cut to me, Jules.
So this is apparently some kid. He's like a pediatrician who hosts a podcast.
Hey, little Mike David, how you doing? All right, we heard that you got some big news. You went to big boy diapers. That is awesome. A true mitzvah.
Oh,
but
no.
somebody wanted to tell you how proud he is. Here he is, the biggest mensch on the bench in the world, is reaching out to you, little Mike David. All right, we are so proud of you.
This
You were
is
getting
so
to be such a
fucked.
big dude. We can't wait to see you keep growing. We can't wait to celebrate more Hanukkahs with you. After Big Boy Diapers, we're going to Big Boy Pants. We're going to be with you the whole way. So, from the Mensch on the Bench and Mensch headquarters, we're proud of you. Mazel Tov, Shalom, and have yourself an awesome Hanukkah season.
Oh, and then he played the Sven fart video.
he did
This is the video that Mike has tried to have taken down from the internet.
You guys,
This is the one where
fun.
Sven farts on him.
Wait, listen to this. Tell him everything's fine. No, just stop with that.
Oh, that's good.
So somebody paid for that on Fiverr and then bought the cameo and the whole thing.
That's good.
Oof. Thank you, Curly Adam. He said, I'm saddened that Aaron took the woman's side in that last story. Oh, man, I'm sorry.
Now, usually you're for domestic violence.
I really went off brand for that one. And $10 from the Tigger next door says, I'm glad the real host is here. Aaron, you can stop pretending now.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. All right. Look at that. 175. We're just hitting the halfway point of the show, and we're at 175 from
Nice
our
job.
goal. Very, very cool, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. $175 away. There's the PayPal link in the chat if you'd like to contribute. Good to see the Cambodian river pig here tonight. He says, I'm just shocked that a girl would be attracted to guys like that. So strange. Well,
there is a market for them. It's very weird.
How can I say this without sounding remarkably racist?
You can't.
No, you guys go away for 10 minutes. I'm going to need some time to figure out how to say what I'm clearly feeling inside, but I don't want to sound like a Klansman. So
he's trying to craft this.
She is clearly from another country.
What?
Judging by the accent.
Or the name. Or
and perhaps the prospects male-wise. I'm not saying we have a 90-day fiancé situation on our hands here.
Okay.
But I'm saying that maybe where she comes from, somebody who has a computer with a mouse is looked at as a 1%er. And so that this guy was able to find himself
I have a theory.
A sweet Asian at the discount shop.
Coming from the college I went to.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess she came over here to go to college somewhere and he met her there in a coding class or some shit.
Very cool. All right. Well,
because that's what I've seen.
That's what you've seen in your college
That is what I've in
experience.
fact seen.
How did yours somehow sound more racist than mine?
No idea. American colleges are actually very attractive to people in
Yeah.
other countries.
People are saying that guy made DSP look masculine by comparison. Thank you very much to Bucket Shitting Buzzy Bob becoming a Yeehaw Club member.
What?
Thank you very much. 170
Thanks.
away from our goal today.
Wow.
People are asking if that is Dutch Mantel. Bucket Shitting Buzzy Bob says, I canceled my Tampa Terry and Corey Adam Twitch accounts to subscribe to your YouTube show. Thank you, brother. I mean,
wise decision, right?
Thank you. Yeah, it's
I guess.
I approve of it, but that some other people might not be happy. There you go, guys. The link is in the chat. There's the PayPal link, and super chats and memberships count as well. Just 170 away from tonight's goal, so you're getting there. Balls Deep says, seems classy enough. Red Bar should be able to volley that, but I doubt he has the energy to dink with any of the hyenas.
That makes me so sad because I in full force Red Bar-esque form. I don't know. I want him to go back and forth, and he doesn't.
People aren't going to like this. Mike's a lot like Opie, whereas unless he has total control of the situation, he doesn't like being fucked with. He doesn't like being insulted. He's one of those guys who's made himself. This is the worst thing you can do as an entertainer. He's made himself the cool guy. He's cool, and his edicts that he hands down about everything they're gospel. And for that guy to look foolish in front of his fans, he's not okay with that. You've seen it on many occasions. Where
I feel like a lot of guys are like that.
Jules will shit on him or something. Okay, no, that's not. Yeah. And he's not comfortable. If you ever watched that Kumia Thanksgiving thing that he was on, he looked like an ass. And he did not like it.
I need to revisit that.
Yeah,
apparently.
it didn't go well for him. So the reason he probably won't play that and respond to it is because he doesn't want any of his people seeing him look like a dick. I mean, could he have gotten his ass on the air and done a show in that last year? No. Yeah, of course he could have.
Yes.
But no, he didn't because he didn't want them to see him frail and sick and vulnerable.
They're still getting that
But
though.
finally he just had to do it. I mean, after a
Yeah.
year of not working.
How long can you hold out?
Exactly.
I think it was over a year too.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
somewhere.
Like we're
around
all
there.
like, okay, when's this ending?
Right. Let's go into Citizen M says false. Mike left it up. It's been on the BBG over a day now. But will it make the show? Is what I'm saying. The BBG is nothing. That's his cult. Like that's if you crack whip in there, we have listeners of ours that are fans of Red Bar like we are, who have been kicked out of the BBG because they didn't toe the line. So, I wouldn't. There's a difference between it being on that group of a few hundred people and then being put on the show. All right, off we go. Let's talk about songs. Today we got to introduce Johnny to Mark Gormley.
Solid, right?
We got to hear the new Corey Feldman that we didn't know existed today, and it was just as shitty as you would think it would be.
I like how somebody in the chat actually said they enjoyed it, though, unironically.
I don't believe that person.
I don't think you can.
I don't believe that person exists. Ryan says, is that tax giving on Scars Club, or do I have to shill somebody for a compound password? You'd have to shill somebody for a compound password. All right. So there were a couple of songs that one that I got sent by Sage that we didn't get to today. And then another one that I was going to do both on the members only show and on the show this morning, and I didn't get to.
Okay.
The first one I found on Reddit's R Cringe yesterday, and it's called Endless Summer by Josh Roll.
Everyone loves Endless Summer.
I think we've got ourselves a chart topper. I mean, it's a summer song. Those always do well. It's a song about a topic that everybody enjoys: warm weather, niceness, summer. Can't fuck this up, right?
Sounds like a banger.
It sounds like it's going to be a banger. So let's check out Endless Summer by Josh Roll. Oh, people like that kind of beat.
Sounds whimsical.
Yeah, you got the beach there. You got the coconut trees.
Kind of want to drink.
Oh, I want a pina colada and a shirtless gentleman to serve it to me.
And a coconut bra.
Yeah.
It's summertime when the weather is hot. The sun is shining and it sure hits the spot.
By the way, this isn't like Mark Gormley. This has a certain beat and rhythm to it where this could get in your fucking head today.
Oh my God.
This could be a problem. I could be getting fuck you messages from people on Twitter because of this song.
This strikes me as like a Warren from There's Something About Mary.
It's summertime and we're all feeling lazy. Year of the quarantine, we're all going crazy.
Did you remember, though? We were going crazy back then.
We were. It was horrible.
So far, his lyrics hold up.
It's true. They're factual.
Yeah.
Sometimes the world doesn't even seem real.
It's true.
It seems like a simulation, and I know you agree.
That doesn't rhyme.
Sometimes the world doesn't even seem real.
Uh-huh.
Seems like a simulation, and I know you agree. First of all, don't tell me what the fuck I think, bitch.
You don't know me.
Second of all, you'd have to say seem re or seem I agree.
I know.
Real and agree. That's not even like orange and syringe. Like they're not even cousins that you can kind of shoehorn into a rhyme. Jesus.
This kind of reminds me of the Korn song.
You know what? I'm starting to think this song might fall apart.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think
might
this
go off
song's
the
gonna.
tracks.
Yeah, I don't think this one's gonna hold up.
Okay.
I've been in love ever since I first saw you. This social distancing is making me feel blue.
Oh.
Hey.
The syllables aren't matching or anything.
Before you judge it, April, have you heard the chorus yet?
Well, no.
No.
This is my first time, man.
Let's see. Let's listen to the chorus, and then maybe we'll get there.
Okay.
Lately it's been feeling like the world is burning. Like a unicorn you danced into my life.
Okay.
Now once again it feels like the world is still turning. I no longer feel as much strife.
That was a solid verse in my opinion.
You know what? They rhymed.
Yep.
Structurally,
Good
it
patterns.
checks out. I don't know how a unicorn dances into your life.
It's supposed to make you feel very whimsical.
But it's apparently...
mystique.
Something about summer and unicorns, and I don't know.
I liked it.
All it's missing is butt sex so far.
You fill my life with happiness and ecstasy. It's true that I'm in love with you. It's an endless summer, but with you, the time flies fast.
He's not even sticking with the music now. Like, now it's all over the place. He's going free verse.
As somebody who's like big into band and choir, this is killing me. It's breaking all the rules.
I really hope to meet you, though it hasn't happened yet.
What?
I find your life story inspirational.
Thanks.
The way you conquered all the struggles you went through.
Close.
The feelings you give me are so sensational. I know my love for you is true.
Can we please get this guy for the anniversary show next August?
I dig it. We could have like a whole music festival with the people we found.
We could get the goat and your mom. We could get this piece of shit.
The Island Boys.
The Island Boys. Well, they'll be almost dead by then. They'll do it for nothing.
Oh my God.
Walk-ins are welcome any time of day or night.
Oh, this guy fucks.
This guy does fuck.
Oh, he'll lay you down on the beach and autistically count the little bumps on your areolas.
God.
This guy's a fucking killer.
Sounds like a revolving door.
My love life has been a dumpster fire so far.
Thanks for the honesty.
But with you, the future looks bright. This long distance relationship is well above par.
Ew. Dude, I was going to say, like, okay, my love life's been a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
I'm in step with you now. I mean,
but it's
sounds
well
like my
above.
life.
Don't you want to hear that from a guy that you feel like their things are above par?
I do want to hear that it's above par. Because nothing is ever, usually above par with long distance, right?
Yeah, what a sexy way this guy talks, I tell you. He's got a way with girls. We could all take notes.
How do we know it's girls?
That's true. I'm being mighty presumptuous.
Yeah.
It might be a fucking dog, judging by this lunatic.
It's a sandwich.
Lately I've been feeling like the world is burning.
Oh, this is the chorus. Okay.
Like a unicorn, you danced into my life.
Now once again, it feels like the world is still turning.
I like to imagine that you're my wife.
Oh, you switched it up. That one rhymed at least.
I mean,
We went from strife to wife.
yes. Endless Summer, ladies and gentlemen. That was Endless Summer. What a great song. What a talent. What a skill. What a guy.
I feel like I picked the wrong wedding song now.
He makes the corn guy look like fucking Roger Waters. That's for sure.
I just sang that song 20 times in 30 minutes. By
Oh,
the
no.
way.
Did the kids have it on, or did you just have it in your
me
head?
and Charlotte.
Oh, no.
Louis was pissed.
Oh, he hates it?
Oh my God, does he hate it?
Was he plugging his ears?
He does not like the grease.
Doesn't like the grease. Now, I have a question for you. Could you sing it for us right now, word for word?
No.
Really?
I don't know it super well without the beat.
All right, fair enough.
But I know that it's a big lump with knobs. And it has the juice.
I'm really sorry about how distracted I am right now.
What are you doing?
I'm peeling the label off my old credit card.
Why would you do that?
Because it's expired and I had
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it had a seam right here. And so I just ripped at the seam.
I hope you know you're supposed to cut those up before you throw
Well,
it
I'll
away.
still do that. But I found a seam on my old credit
I feel
card.
like you shouldn't be able to just peel your credit card apart.
No, you probably shouldn't. But
I've never seen that before.
This is like the funnest, most autistic.
Will you at least do it into the microphone so people can hear you?
Yeah, here.
See, that's satisfying.
Yeah. You guys would love this. This is one of those things you
Give us a good rip.
See, look, you pick at it till you find a seam right there. See, now I'm over the numbers, so that might not be very good. I'll get you right here. I'm like doing ASMR. Hold
I
on.
know. I like this.
Turn up the mic. Oh shit! Come on.
You're cracking under pressure.
I am. I'm on a bad spot in the card right now. Shit.
Do you
Sorry,
need my
guys.
nail to get it started?
Get me one started.
Oh, you fucked this thing up, man.
I know. Look at all this shit I peeled off.
Why wouldn't you start from this side? I already got a
Because that wasn't where the opening was.
Yes, it is.
Max says this is the quality content I came for. Exactly.
Okay, here.
Curly
Look.
Adam with I'll
there.
get it. Curly Adam with $5 says can't get worse than this. Certainly can, sir.
I mean, it could.
165 away from our goal tonight. Thank you guys very much for chipping in.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Let's see if we can wrap that up. We got 40 minutes until we pass around the offering plate. 165, not that tough.
Yeah, you guys are killing it tonight.
Thank you very much. Hamburger Steak renewing his subscription and letting us know it has the juice.
It has juice.
I can't imagine a more perfect thing.
A more beautiful thing.
Oh, a more beautiful thing? Okay, sorry.
A more beautiful thing. It's cone.
The best part about corn is the grease. That's my favorite part. Rupert says, also, suck the farts right out of my butt is going to go platinum if this crap is up against it.
I
All
have
right.
a question for you.
Yeah.
If you were feeling up to it and stuff, and I filmed you in a perfect setting doing that whole the rendition of that song, would you post it?
Oh, yeah.
We should do that when you're drinking.
This isn't going to work.
You gotta rip it in the mic though.
It's not going to work. It's not going to give them what I'm looking for. Here.
That's lame. You had a couple good ones.
I had a couple good ones, but what do you do? All right, guys, we have a show to do. 160 away from our goal tonight. Thanks again for all the generosity. Let's see if we can knock that out by the end of the evening. PayPal link in the chat, but super chats and memberships are every bit as welcome. Whatever works for you. You can also become a patron on Patreon. Patreon.com/Steel Show. We put audio versions of every show, including the members only show, up there. All right, I have one more song. Now, Sage sent me this one.
So it has to be good.
If this sucks, it's 1,000% Sage's fault. It's titled, we were going over terrible songs today on the show, on the morning show, and he sent this one in. We didn't have time. It's called Worst Church Singer Ever. Man Sings Looking for a City.
Oh, my God.
Here we go.
Next and final song is going to be one that has made me pretty famous over the last few years.
Oh, yeah?
It has took me...
What's it called? Don't Dig in My Crawl Space? Jesus, this guy looks like John Wayne Gacy fucked George Costanza.
Yeah, what do you call that body shape?
Ugh.
Taco Bell?
I believe it's just called blech.
Blech.
A lot of places I didn't think I would be at.
Like a whorehouse in Tibet.
Stage, New Year's Eve 2002, with one of the best quartets out there today, Brian Free and Assurance. I was privileged to be able to sing this one with Brian, but that's...
Come on!
Really made their top choice.
Here we go.
Wordy bitch.
He is a wordy cunt.
I didn't know you was going to start out with it.
That mic squeal was perfect.
No matter where you are or what you're doing, the mic squeal is like so embarrassing, isn't it?
A mic squeal comes in perfectly.
Oh, it's so bad.
Looking for a city built above. Looking for a city where we'll never die. Where the saint in millions never say goodbye.
Who let Sam Kinison sing at the church? Oh! Oh! Oh!
There we'll meet our Savior, and our loved ones too. Come, O Holy Spirit, for our homes renew.
The Holy Spirit is abandoning him as we speak.
Do you think that he walked in the back after this performance and went, fucking piano player dicked me with their up-tempo bullshit?
Then he got into the Mogan David and the communion fridge.
I am tired of playing with these goddamn fucking amateurs. Christ.
I'm supposed to be the best, one of the best quartets in the country.
There is no God.
Oh, no.
Looking for a city where we'll never die.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? You got the touch.
Oh, no.
In Boogie Nights?
Yeah. You got the touch.
What's the song he wrote for himself? What was that?
God, it's in my head, too. I can't,
Feel my heat. That's
One
what
more
it reminds
time.
me of.
What?
Feel my heat.
Why does your neck look so long?
Because I'm trying to sound like Dirk Diggler.
Where the saint in millions never say goodbye.
What a bitch.
There we'll meet our Savior.
Made us.
And our loved ones too.
Yeah, that guy.
Holy Spirit, our homes renew.
Shame on you! 27 years, neck deep in shit!
Fuck you!
Fuck you. Everyone's
Not funny, haha, funny queer.
Everyone's dogs are howling.
Just say you're gay. I'm coming to kill you in Los Angeles at your house.
Or in the ring.
No, in real life.
Oh, shit.
That was fucking awful.
Oh, that guy. What are you talking about? That guy fucks.
I saw a listener sent me like I think it was a church couple, like an old couple singing a song too I have to listen to yet, maybe send me.
Oh, no.
Did you listen?
No, you got sent. That's an old one.
What's that matter?
It's it's a sketch that they did. It's the Jesus Christ is my N-word song.
The old people said that?
Yeah, the two old. You haven't seen the Jesus Christ is my. That's like one of the oldest
I don't know,
internet
maybe
things
I've
there
seen
are.
It. I just saw that they sent this to me doing the prize stuff this morning. I'll recognize the people if it's the same ones.
Yeah.
I don't think that was the couple.
Really?
Nope.
It wasn't these two?
This is going to be good, though, I bet.
It wasn't. Oh, no, we don't. Everybody's seen this.
Oh, well, fuck.
You haven't
I hate being last in line.
Wait, you haven't? This is one of the oldest
I
things
don't
on
even
the
get
internet.
leftovers, man.
You don't even know what
I fucking starve over
For
here.
the Christian youth, I want to teach kids the Christian truth. If you want to reach those kids on the street, then you got to do a rap, do a hip-hop beat.
Now, to spoil this for you, this is not real.
Really?
This was not a real.
I cannot imagine.
Well,
this
there's people
not
to
being
this.
real.
Here's where you have an advantage. There are people to this day who swear to God this was a real thing. This was a fucking.
No, I didn't really picture that old people would be saying this.
Wasn't this on Bob Odenkirk and David Cross's show? Or am I could be wrong.
So I gave my sermon an urban kick. My rhymes are fly, my beats are sick. My crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's because Jesus Christ is my nigga.
You've never heard that before? Oh.
Okay, I'm going to sing that going to bed tonight now.
Oh, yeah. If you listen to that thing, you will get that stuck in your head
I'm
for
going
sure.
straight to hell.
Yeah. Curly Adam says, I was wrong. It got worse. Thank you for the $5, Curly Adam. It did get worse, and it keeps getting bigger, quite frankly.
I'm still with the dude that ran in front of the cat, though. I like him.
Oh, yeah.
We got to get him, too.
Eli.
Yeah. This dude, he ran in front of the cat.
He ran in front of the cat. Every time I listen to that,
What?
it gets like
It gets cooler?
No, I pick out a different line that's my favorite each
God,
time.
do I love that video? I said that to myself today, unironically.
I would say at least once a week I go, I'm the best man. I did it. That guy's a goddamn national
How many
treasure.
times are all of us going to be saying that to each other on Sunday, by the way?
Quite a bit.
Too many times.
You do a better Eli impression than Eli himself. Thank you. You know why that is? Because I'm the best man. I did it. He's like Rosie O'Donnell at a bisexual Bible shower.
I like he already in the gay parade.
Yeah. I don't know why it coming out. You already in the gay parade. It's fucking Eli.
Can we touch base? With
All
Eli?
right.
Thank
All
you.
right.
I begged for it I begged for it last night and I didn't get it.
All right. Eli rap battle. There we go.
This is
Eli Porter versus Envy.
Yeah, I got one question, man. Tell me who next. This nigga salt like a nigga who just getting the best.
That's
See,
true.
I'm the best, man. I did it.
What is going on?
So something fucked up. Oh, here we go. One of the few black men in America where I hope his dad ran out on him.
What? Why?
I don't know.
Seems like he could use
See,
one.
I'ma let you know who the best by the hour. This like Rosie O'Donnell at a bisexual bridal shower. It ain't nothing to me, man. I keep it for real. Look at this dental, man, with dental the grill. See, I'm the best. I told you that. This dude like that, he ran in front of the cat.
You don't run in front of the cat.
You don't run in
What
front
is
of
he,
the cat.
retarded?
What?
You don't run in front of the cat.
Man.
Even Eli knows that.
This guy's bugging.
And he's a phoebe.
He's the best.
Oh, I messed up, but I'm a...
Even Eli knows you don't run in front of the cat, and he's a fucking mongoloid.
Oh my God.
I don't know any more synonyms.
Oh, I don't either.
Stay on top. They told me, man, but you know, I'm never gonna flop. Look at this dude. He need to stay in the shade. Ain't no wonder why he came out. He already in the gay parade. I told you, man. I got you roasted like ever. You don't know, but my rhymes, they straight up clever.
That's
so you
true.
step down off the pedestal. I'm the best, man.
What is he
You
looking
need to go
at?
to the fucking dental.
You need to go to the fucking dental. That's for sure. Thank you, Eli. Always good to bring you back to the show every couple of times.
He's my hero.
He is the man.
I like him.
But that guy did run in front of the cat.
He's the best man.
He is the best man.
He did it.
155 away from our goal today. Why you would contribute to keep this nonsense on the air any longer, I don't know, but we appreciate it. If we knock out that goal, we add 30 minutes to the end of today's program. Carlos says he sounds kind of like Jesse Lee Peterson fucked CTE. Jay Santos says 55 IQ confirmed.
He'd never be caught being a beta, though.
No, he ain't no beta.
He's that Sigma male.
What was that one guy? He goes, oh, yeah, and Jesse, my daughter. He goes, what? You got a daughter? Beta!
He said he had a little baby now, and he's like,
boy,
or girl?
Girl. Beta! And then the other one was, what did he say? He goes, do you see your wife as an equal? What? Do you see your wife?
No, are you the head of your wife?
Oh, are you the head of your wife? He's like, well, no. Beta! All right, let's talk to Marcus Harris here. Marcus chiming in. Hello, sir.
Who are the 5 best rappers in the world?
Hold on real quick, Marcus. You need to hang up and call back. I fucked up your connection. My bad, buddy.
Hurry.
All right. Marcus is going to call right back, and then he's going to drop a Chappelle line on us.
He's kind of the best.
I just saw a video titled DSP Says One of the Worst Days of My Life. I kind of want to see that.
I kind of want to see that, too, because I want a reason for him to bring us back.
Yes. So if we get overtime tonight, we'll check out that DSP video. And again, 155 away from tonight's goal. There's the links in the chat if you're interested. Pro Wrestling Fiend says, you the head of your wife or getting head from your wife? Dude, getting head? Beta! According to Jesse Lee Peters.
Is that beta?
Yeah.
I feel like that'd definitely be an alpha move.
LeGarrette Blount throws punches in a fight at a youth football game? Yes, please. We'll do the Kanye story, and then we'll do that one. Let's go to Marcus.
Call from Dylon.
Oh, hello, Dylon. How are you, sir?
Listen, who are the 5 best rappers in the world?
Of all time?
Think about it.
Yeah.
Eli, and Eli.
Why?
Because he's spit hot fire.
That's true. And you know what, Dylon? The only reason he's better than you is because you always run in front of the cat.
Don't you know?
Thank you, sir. All right, there we go.
I like him.
Even Dylon gives it up.
Yeah, he does.
For Eli. Kanye West went to the Yeezy fashion show with conservative commentator Candace Owens. And they decided to wear matching outfits. The outfits? That.
I fucking love him. He steps against every grain that any liberal agenda
Now wait a minute. Let's not act like
it.
fucking he's based Kanye.
He kind of is based Kanye.
Sticking it to the libs. No, that's not what he's a mental patient and he just does crazy shit.
It's funny. Whatever his reasoning, he goes against the grain, and I like that.
But I don't think it's a conscious, he's just trying to shake shit up. I think he's just mentally ill, and he just does crazy shit, and nobody ever tells him no.
You're right. He definitely always only sees Black Lives Matter. It's like, well, what's not selling, oh, let me bring out the White Lives Matter.
No, he just went, he just went, oh, I feel like doing this, but... And then just went out and did it. It's kind of like the Gap thing. He signs a fashion deal with the Gap. They put all of his clothes in garbage bags like he wanted them to, and then he cancels the deal. He's a mental patient.
I love the guy.
Be careful. Political people have been doing this for too long on the internet. They find one guy who doesn't like the people they don't like, and then they're like, yeah, fucking he's our dude, he's our guy. In fact, with Kanye, you fucking idiots should have learned the first time when he came out for Trump. And then you guys were like, yeah, fucking Kanye's based, he rules. And then 3 days later, you're like, oh, he should be committed to an asylum. He needs to be in a mental institution.
He is certifiably crazy, of course, yes. I've never seen something like selling your clothes out of a trash bag at Gap.
Look, I think that the Kanye White Lives Matter thing is fucking hilarious. I think it's great. I'm just not here to say that Kanye's fucking based and he's awesome and,
By no means.
Kanye's just insane.
By no means do I think he's trying to drive a message home. I think he is just being contrarian and thinks it's funny.
Right. Marquis says he's a fucking troll. Uncle Tom ass. Chicken thighs matter, says Zeke Kyle.
Chicken thighs matter. Wow.
Turns out Ye was also joined by Candace Owens. Oh, look at that. Look at that happy couple.
Cute.
Look at those two. Kanye's going to end up fucking Candace Owens.
He's wearing socks and sandals. This asshole.
He's allowed to. He's a fashion revolutionary.
He is a fashion icon.
Yeah, he's a fashion icon, Kanye West.
Ugh.
So he and Candace Owens What do they have? Vigo the Carpathian from Ghostbusters 2 on the front of their shirt?
Dude, I think so. What else could that be?
Oh, White Lives Matter. God,
that is fucking funny. I saw that today and I was.
Oh, God,
Bravo.
there's video. TMZ.
On season 4, my show started late, and that's what the press was about.
Yes, I'm gonna come to the press.
Now the show is starting late. Now I've been in fashion for a while, and I've seen a lot of shows start late. But after my season show started late, season 4 show started late, the press completely killed us. We did change the look of fashion over the past 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know how fucking popular those shirts are going to be now?
Do we need one?
I mean, I don't need one, but
I'd wear it ironically.
Marcus says, yay, and Candace Owens, second sign of the apocalypse. Oh, for sure.
I am afraid, though, that if you wore a Black Lives Matter shirt out in public, nobody's going to say anything to you. But if you wore that in public, I think you're getting in a fight somewhere.
I got news for you.
You know what I mean?
If you're Kanye, ain't nobody doing shit to you.
No, like if I were to wear that shirt, I'm in big trouble. I'm a blonde-haired, blue-eyed little girl.
Oh, yeah. They'd take you
Fuck
to
me.
a gas station bathroom somewhere and teach you a lesson.
That'd have to be a bedtime only shirt.
Yeah. That's a pajama shirt is what that is. For sure. Yeah, it's funny that he went there. It's funny that that he wore the shirt, but God, that guy is fucking nuts. I like him though.
We got White Lives Matter shirts being worn by Kanye West. We got Bella Hadid getting a sprayed on dress on her. Did you see that?
No.
They had her walk out like naked onto the runway basically with a thong on and her hands across her tits, and they like sprayed plastered a dress on her.
Is she the one that's married to Bradley Cooper?
I'll fucking know.
Oh. You're supposed to know that shit.
Is Bradley Cooper married?
Fucks yeah.
Damn.
Because remember, they thought he was cheating on his wife with Lady Gaga.
I actually thought he was with Lady Gaga for a while.
No.
That shows how much I know.
He deserves better.
I don't care.
Luke says $50 for someone to wear that and walk around North Minneapolis.
I feel like I'm being torched at that point.
Not the guy. Not the guy. 155 away from our goal tonight. If you guys want to chip in, go on one more rally before the offering plate segment. We'll knock out this 155. We'll go till 9:30 tonight. We got a bunch of shit. We got a bunch of hogs clogging the road in Minnesota.
That's my favorite.
We got decapitated goats. We got Billy Eichner blaming all of you straight guys for being homophobes. That's why his movie didn't do well. We got a white guy who insisted on having a conversation with his students about the N-word. It went about as well as you thought it would.
That sounds like something you'd do.
A white professor having a conversation about the N-word. Oh, God, breaking news. Boozy Badass rips Kanye for White Lives Matter shirt. Do we want to hear Boozy's take on Kanye's shirt?
I think yes, because we just covered the shirt. Now, what was the last video we watched about Boozy? Didn't he want to cancel the Dahmer show because of the the black
it made
people
black
dying
people
in
look bad, yeah. It was just a tweet.
Okay.
Boozy says, after all we've been through as a race, you put this disrespectful shit on. You gives no fucks about how blacks have died and suffered at the hands of the white man, and you say Bush don't like black people. Really, N?
You know Kanye actually probably made that shirt, right? Like, that's his design.
Yeah, not only that, you know Kanye loves that Boosie came out and said that.
Yeah,
like that's exactly the reaction he was looking for.
If you're putting Boosie and Kanye on opposite sides of a scale...
Yeah.
I don't think Boosie's measuring up.
No.
I don't know anything by him.
You guys want to see LeGarrette Blount get in a fight in the middle of a youth football game?
Always and forever.
LeGarrette Blount, of course, anyone who plays fantasy football knows him as that guy you would put in on one of your running backs bye weeks because he might get a goal line touchdown. That was LeGarrette Blount.
Yes.
You're like, you know what? Who was he? He was in New England, but with who? Was it Lawrence Maroney? Or was it like Danny Whitehead? Whitehead, whatever. Danny Whitehead and God, I can't even remember. I can't remember that guy's name. But anyway, he was in New England, and if they would get to the 2-yard line, you're like, maybe I can get 6 points out of LeGarrette Blount
James
today.
White? No.
And then he was in Tampa for a little bit as well. LeGarrette
yes,
Blount.
I remember him mostly in New England.
All right, here's LeGarrette Blount getting in a fight at a kid's football game. There we go. All right, we're excited. We're clapping. Hey, fun. Looks like either the end of or the beginning of the game. Oh, it's the end of the game.
Oh, thank you for the arrow.
So there's LeGarrette Blount. Everything seems to be going just fine.
Pointing.
Now there's pointing and there's gesturing. Some of those kids look pretty fucking young. LeGarrette Blount's trying to walk away. Looks good so far.
Uh-oh.
All right. Well, he's backing off, so this is a good sign.
Why is the drone backing
Now
off
he's
so
over.
far?
There's LeGarrette.
Are we going to run at somebody?
Yeah, what's the deal?
Or is it him over there? Is it those two?
I thought it was him right here. Come on, drone, get in there. LeGarrette Blount
This is
isn't
some
going to eat you.
Yeah, can the drone just swoop in? This is
Oh, wow, he can still go.
Well, yeah. I feel like that's like riding a bike.
LeGarrette Blount can still motor.
That guy in the front?
Oh, boy, they talked a lot of shit until LeGarrette Blount started getting a full head of steam, didn't they?
Yeah. Get out of the way, little lady.
Yeah. I love how all these people think they're going to hold back a 265-pound running back.
You just leave.
Yeah. This is really shitty camera work.
Yeah, this person sucks. Get the fight.
Oh, now the players are trying to fight. This is good. Great example, guys.
Go home, little shrimps.
Yeah. All right, there he is again, right there. What are we yelling about? Like, don't we have to go home? Don't we have to get ready for like work in the morning or do something? Like, do we really have time to just sit at the field for a half hour after the game and scream at each other and get in a fight?
Thinking. Like, parents got to work. They got to get their kids up in the morning for school.
Christ, guys.
Homework.
We got shit to do here.
I want an explanation. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Woman with a big mouth.
I hear a commotion. I hear a ruckus.
Why are we yelling?
Hey, TMZ, no offense, but next time, can we fucking just cut to the fight part? I don't need to see the 2.5 minutes of setup. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's LeGarrette taking a swing. There we go. It took a while to get it brewing, but they threw hands.
I'm going to guess they didn't agree with how the game ended.
No, I'm guessing not. I'm guessing there was some kind of commotion regarding the end of the game.
I like how a stupid little woman got in there. They're like, fuck did you just say to me? With that kind of voice, too.
What, who just knocked out Adrian Peterson?
Le'Veon Bell.
I think we found Le'Veon Bell's next opponent.
I'm in.
LeGarrette Blount versus Le'Veon Bell. $25 from Curly Adam. What is that? What's the fucking, I don't know what 70%. I suck at this. So bad.
Babe.
I'm so sorry.
I got
everybody.
this for you.
I'm 8. So it's 17. We're calling that $20.
17.5.
All right, 135 away from our goal today. Thank you guys very much. He says, "Come on, you pores." So that is a direct challenge from one Curly Adam. He's basically asking for a rally is what Curly's asking for, and I'm certainly not going to stop you guys, and I'm not going to stop him from doing that rally. 135 away from the goal. The PayPal link is in the chat. It's also up top, pinned there. It's just amazing that like these fights start at these youth football games. You'd think it would take 1 second of thinking like, oh my God, I look like an insane person.
I don't think so, though. I think especially, I would wager that probably happened down south somewhere. Southerners take their football to a different level than we do here.
But
it's like their whole life.
You saw how tiny those kids were.
Yep.
And we're going to throw hands at each other over that.
That's like their goal, though, is like get these kids really good at football and get them off into the NFL and college and shit. Like, it's so important to them. It's really weird.
Man. Mr. Monkeypox says, "Pores who donate, give me a rager." Well, who doesn't want to give Mr. Monkeypox a boner, for God's sake?
Everyone loves a monkeypox.
Right. Everyone loves a monkeypox rod. Plus, we're 135 away from our goal, so it won't take very much to knock that all the way down. 2 things for overtime tonight. We'll get back to that fishing story, and we've got a DSP clip for you.
I'm excited.
For overtime tonight. So we do have a busy overtime planned for you, and we are very, very close. 135 away. Tried to get to this on the morning show today. We teased it, but we didn't quite get there. There, somewhere down south, headless goat carcasses are turning up. Or goat heads, one of the two. No, decapitated. The carcasses are showing up.
So it's the body without the head.
Ulseth had boated it 100 times before, but this time he said recently, I saw something white off on the side near the bridge. He pulled the boat over to the bank where there were 8 or 9 baby decapitated goats just floating in the water. He says, I booked it out of there and says it wasn't the first time a dead goat had been seen in the river. In the 90s, Georgia Power informed Chattahoochee Riverkeeper that a goat carcass was caught in a swirling eddy near a power station's intake pipe.
That's a sexy sentence.
God.
Yuck.
But that morning in October, Ulseth said, marked the beginning of the Chattahoochee's headless goat era. And way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, never knew how much this goat carcass missed their heads. After that, I found them there pretty much every single time I'd go out, he said.
That's not okay.
Just bodies, never heads, sometimes dozens. Ulseth estimates that in the roughly 4 years since that day, he's found around 500 decapitated goats.
Okay.
In the Chattahoochee.
Why is this not being looked into? That seems like animal cruelty.
Who the fuck is chopping off these goat heads at such alarming numbers and just tossing them into the river?
I'll tell you who. That's definitely a Satanist, because they're not keeping the usable part of the body. They're keeping the goat head, which is a symbolism for the Satanism.
You think it's like a religious...
It has to be, because, like I said, they're not eating it. They're either fucking it or worshiping it, because it's just the head.
Johnny had a great idea that maybe it was a buzkashi thing, but then again, they keep the bodies for buzkashi.
You need numerous people to play that too.
They cut off the heads and the feet for buzkashi.
Somebody would talk about that.
Thank you, Rupert, for the 1999. Says, learned a lot about living and a little about goat anatomy.
Can you imagine the smell?
I'm sure it smells like rotting goat ass. I'm guessing.
An even more concerning thought, though, is like, where is he keeping the heads? What are you doing with them?
So you're going with ritual 100%.
Yes, it has to be, because it's not somebody that's using the goat, because they threw away the most usable part.
Brian agrees with you. He says ritual 100%.
Oh, yeah.
That $20 from Rupert brings us down to 120. Only 120 away from our goal. We are remarkably close, you guys. Thank you very much. A few more chip-ins, and we will be there. Obnoxious John Melendez, great to see the dabblers in here tonight, says, smells almost as bad as my apartment. I don't have any Stuttering John for you tonight. Usually the way it works on this show, we'll get one Brendan Schaub a week.
I know.
One Stuttering John a week, one Opie a week, one DSP per week, and one... like a Jordan Peterson or someone like that every week.
Yeah.
And it looks like we could have a DSP tonight, because he's claiming that this recent today is one of the worst days of his life. So I'm excited to see what that could be.
Because he's truly been miserable about a lot of other days in his life.
Yeah. And he just lost his stream elements, like the ability for people to tip him. This cheap fuck, he doesn't want to use PayPal because they take a percentage. PayPal takes like 5 to 7%.
A fraction.
5 to 7. If someone gives us $10 on PayPal, we don't count the 20 or 30 cents or whatever that they took off of there. We just go, oh, thank you. Appreciate it. That's $10.
It's literally a processing fee.
Yeah.
That's done most any place that you use a card.
Yeah, I guess he's been booted off of Streamlabs. He's been booted off Stream Elements. Now, I am against that because it's cancel culture bullshit. It's people going from like stuff he did years ago and like, oh, you should get him in trouble for this. It's bullshit, nudge, tattletale bitch behavior.
Yeah.
And DSP is supposed to be there for us to make fun of and have fun with and goof on him.
And
if you guys keep fucking doing cancel shit, it just makes you look lame and no fun. And then it's less fun we get to have with the guy.
And look, I'm sure there's exceptions to this rule, but I feel like if whatever thing you did back then slid at the time,
yeah,
you should just let it slide and kind of take the guy for where he is today.
Exactly. Daniel becoming a member for his 4th month. Thank you, Daniel. Just getting very, very close to that goal tonight.
Thank you.
$115 away. There's the PayPal link in the chat. Super chats and memberships count as well. So we'll keep you guys updated on what we find out about the headless goat carcasses.
Right, because if there's hundreds, I have to know where the heads are. Because either that guy's like I said, he's got them on some kind of altar somewhere.
Yeah.
But they've got to rot at some point. So you've either got to burn them or freeze them. That's what I'm thinking.
Or chuck them in the river.
Yeah, but no one finds a head. That's what's the troubling part. There's hundreds of goat heads unaccounted for.
Where the hell did the goat heads go? Thank you very much to Keith for the $6.66 on PayPal. Appreciate that, buddy.
Thank you.
Very cool of you.
Demonic.
That's going to knock us down, I believe, to 110. Oh, and Phage becoming a member as well. So that's going to knock us down to 105. Phage says, fuck it, why not? Hey,
thank you.
I like that attitude. Now you're entered in a $100 drawing every month.
And you get to see our pretty faces every Sunday.
Oh, every Sunday from 7 to 8 p.m. Central. So only 105 away from the goal and 10 minutes away from passing around the offering plate. You guys are doing a great job. Thank you so much. All the links are right there in the chat. Keith, that was from the Wicked Pissa Show, says happy birthday to Patty Cakes.
Oh,
There
happy
you are.
birthday.
Happy birthday. About $100 away from our goal. All right, April, here you go.
I've been waiting for this
You've been waiting for this story for a while
This
now.
made my small town farm heart just, I don't know, so many things yesterday when I saw it.
So apparently in Minnesota yesterday, there was an incident where a truck crashed, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And when that truck crashed, it spilled its cargo all over the highway.
It was a livestock carrier.
It's cargo. Well, you know what? I'll just say this. This story resembles the goat story a little.
Medicare.
Here we go.
A crash on the freeway in Woodbury caused a bunch of pigs to get loose. It happened late this afternoon on the I-94, I-494 interchange after a semi carrying.
So, for those of you who don't know Minnesota very well, Woodbury is like the metro. Woodbury's the metro area. It's a nice, affluent suburban area. And now they've just got a bunch of rooting and shitting pigs just sitting there right on the interstate.
These pigs were just off, like on their way to get their heads lopped off, by the way.
Now
To the
they're just
butcher shop.
Now they're just rooting around on the highway. That's all.
I like the word
Carrying
rooting.
livestock rolled over. You can see State Patrol there working to try and keep the pigs from getting away. Investigators say they are still working to figure out what caused that crash.
What did all the pigs like lean to one side and be like,
Yeah.
guys, if we do this enough, we're free.
That was some real Animal Farm shit.
It was totally Animal Farm. By the way, we were getting drunk on mead at the time of this accident.
They all ran this way and then ran back that way and then ran back this way and ran back that way.
They did the Pirates of the Caribbean thing where they flipped
They
the
did.
ship.
Yeah, they did the Davy Jones locker bit.
You know one of these fuckers got away.
Oh, at least.
At least one of them.
Yeah, before the cops got there might have been a couple that skedaddled
Can you just
and got
imagine
the
all
fuck
the
out of there.
squeals?
Pigs are
Everywhere.
stupid, though. A lot of them just went, I guess we'll just wait to get corralled back up again. We were on our way to the store. So they just sat there like a bunch of dipshits.
Oh, Piglet.
Why can't I do my poo? Oh, pig. Oh, pig. I can't remember how I do my Winnie the Pooh voice.
Come on.
I can't remember how to access my Winnie the Pooh voice. Oh, Piglet. It seems as though there's been a highway crash, Piglet. I don't know if you're going to make it to the sausage factory.
Dude.
Perhaps we should go murder some sluts, Piglet.
Oh.
We can cut their throats and watch the blood drip out like honey.
Jesus Christ.
What flavor was your mead, says Jay Santos. I had Odin's Revenge and Egyptian.
Cottage.
And, April had the really gay fruity one.
No, it wasn't the fruity one because they asked me if I liked fruity and I said no. And they said, okay, then we're going to give you this one. The Egyptian was fruity. That's why it was red.
Oh.
So you're kind of the gay. Sorry.
Well, I had an Egyptian. I had an Odin's Revenge. Then I mixed the two together and then I went back to Odin's Revenge.
You don't say.
So I had 4 of the meads.
Dude, mead's fucking delicious.
It was really good. I'm sure it's terrible for you.
Just
but-
like moonshine. Like apple pie moonshine has so much sugar and you can tell, and it just doesn't taste like shit but pie. It's so good.
105 away from our goal tonight and about 5 minutes away from throwing out that offering plate and see if we can knock out that goal by the end of the show. All right, moving on. Do you know who Billy Eichner is?
I know his name.
He was in, I think, Parks and Rec. He's been in a lot of shit. He used to do a lot of man on the street video shit. He recently did a movie called Bros. And it was an LGBTQ friendly movie, but it was kind of using the word bros like hypothetically.
God, you'd think I would have watched it in that case.
It fucking bombed terribly.
What?
And, when you're an actor, that's going to happen. You're going to have a movie come out that bombs, that sucks ass, it's not any good. And it depends on how you handle it. Will Smith handled the bombing of Wild Wild West very well. He just went on, made his next movie, moved on, said, hey, worked with some great people, whatever.
It happens.
Billy Eichner did not respond well to his movie bombing. It turns out when you talk a lot of shit about people and you trash people and then your movie does shitty, they're going to make fun of you and troll you.
Usually.
Billy Eichner decided to fight the internet, which is never a good idea.
It's always losing battle.
If you're an accomplished actor, you just ignore the bomb, you say nice things about everyone you work with, and then you move on. On to the next thing. Billy Eichner decided to attack the movie-going public for not going to his movie by saying if you didn't like Bros and you didn't go to it, then you must just be a homophobe.
You know what, though? That seriously made my eyes just glaze over. It sounds about right.
It couldn't be that you made a movie that 90-some-odd% of the population has no interest in seeing because it's about something they don't give a fuck about. It must be because they're just a bunch of homophobes and haters.
It's not even that we're against it or any of that. I think you should obviously be able to make all your trans movies because I'm sure whatever percentage of you would love to watch it. Whatever.
Go bananas. But if the rest of the public doesn't want to watch it, leave them the fuck alone.
Yes. Naturally, we're homophobic, though.
It's got to be we hate gay people. Well, should we see the trailer for Bros and see if it's a movie you'd like to see?
Hey guys, it's Bobby Lieber coming to you from the future home of the LGBTQ+ Museum. Everyone is really excited and totally getting along.
This happens to be Bisexual Awareness Week, and no one has acknowledged it.
Lesbian History Month was in March. Nobody said a goddamn thing.
Of course, lesbians get a month and we get a week.
From the producer of Trainwreck and Bridesmaids. That might be why it's
That's kind of depressing.
So what's happening? Didn't you guys have an announcement?
This is a little unexpected, but we are in a throuple situation.
You're in a throuple? Let me tell you what's progressive now. Being alone.
I love my life. I love my freedom. I love my independence.
That's kind of sad.
That I don't want to be in a throuple? I don't even want to be in a couple.
Bobby, I had sex with that 65-year-old.
Jesus, he's ripped.
I know. It's like they injected steroids into Dumbledore. Oh my God, that's Aaron.
Wow, I can't imagine why a bunch of straight people didn't want to watch this movie. Yeah. It has nothing that we're interested in.
Right.
Sorry, I guess we must just be a bunch of homophobes, Billy, that we didn't want to go into your guys fucking other guys, every guy on the dance floor movie.
But the thing is like the people that are gay or trans or whatever probably don't go out of their way to watch a hetero love story, right?
Go ahead. Go watch your movie.
I'm not complaining that they didn't watch it.
He's very hot.
Gay guys are so stupid.
I know. But we've been smart enough to brand ourselves as being smart.
It's our little secret.
You met a guy?
I don't think I'm his type. He's like gay Tom Brady.
What are you into? One of these ripped idiots with no opinions?
No, I'd like someone who's physically very frail and won't stop talking.
And I bet he's as intimidated by you as you are by him.
I'm down for whatever.
Yeah, I can do whenever and I can do whatever. Cool. Whatever, whenever. GIF of Michael Scott dancing. Office GIF? This...
All right. Well.
No, it's just boring. Yeah, it's not even something I'm against. I'm just bored.
You made a boring, shitty movie. It's kind of like when the Ghostbusters 2016 movie came out.
I couldn't have cared to watch it.
And then people didn't go watch it and it wasn't very good and they just went, all right, no, I'm not really interested in a Ghostbusters movie being fucking political. No thanks. I don't need it to be a rallying cry kind of a thing. And then people didn't go see it. They went, oh, what are they, a bunch of basement dwellers who hate women? It's like, no, you made a shitty movie. Like, if you can call everybody else a homophobe or a sexist or whatever, it just takes all the pressure off of you for making a shit movie. It's basically you not having to look in the mirror and go, wow, swing and a miss on that one.
Basically, I mean, I'm a woman and I still never cared to watch the 2016 Ghostbusters. I don't like that type of message in my movies.
Well, like, and it wasn't really a message inside the movie. It was just the run up to the movie.
Girl power.
The Rock makes the Tooth Fairy and he just moves the fuck on. He makes the Tooth Fairy. It doesn't do very well. He goes and he makes a million other great movies. Name any big star in Hollywood. They make a bomb. They thank everybody. They're nice. They move on.
Johnny Depp's made some pretty bad movies before.
Right. It's never good when you make a shit... If you make a shit movie and then you attack the audience, to me it says that you don't think you're ever going to get a shot at another movie again. Because you're like, oh, fuck you guys for not going to my gay movie. Well, I'm not gay.
I feel like if you're a seasoned actor, you need to be able to expect that one of them someday isn't going to go well.
Right.
And you just kind of say, you swing and you miss.
Right. That's all it is.
Try again.
Nobody would have said anything to Billy Eichner. Nobody would have, done anything about it. Maybe teased him a little, but yeah, nobody would have really fucked with him on it. But he had to go and call everybody homophobic because his movie didn't bomb. It's embarrassing.
Like, think about this. There's been plenty of other, like, gay movies out there before that have done probably really well. God, I can't think of any on the top of my head, but there just are.
All right, guys, we got about 5 minutes left in the show. We've got $105 left in our goal tonight. Let's see if we can knock that out. Otherwise, it does roll over into the next two evening shows. 105, not that bad. Striking distance for sure. Let's see if we can all band together, chip in a couple of bucks, knock out that goal, and increase tonight's show by 30 minutes and do a little overtime. There's the music. Let's fire in and see what we've got. There we go. 105 away. There's the PayPal link in the chat. It's also pinned to the top of the page. Also, there's super chats, memberships, whatever. We are a listener-supported show. So we do rely on you guys to keep us going, and that goal basically represents the break-even mark. So we are on the clock. 4 minutes left on the clock, and 105 away from our goal tonight. We do have that walleye cheating story coming up.
So sick.
We've got DSP claiming that he recently had the worst day of his life, which I don't know about you. I need to hear what that entails.
What constitutes the worst day of a DSP's life?
I need to know what makes DSP's day the worst day ever. Starting it off on PayPal, Jeff with $10. Thank you very much. $95 away from our goal. If we get inside of 50, we put off the offering plate segment and do overtime on credit until about 10:25. So we are $95 away from our goal. Raz of Chaz says, come on, chat, don't be party of the Getz family. Don't be John or... Okay, I'm not going to read that.
He almost got you though, huh?
Oh my goodness. CVJ says, if you donate to Steel Toe, your wife will give you her Facebook password. I mean,
ooh.
Be careful what you wish for, though, right?
No.
I mean, do you want her password? Look at me.
Wait, what?
Giving you my password and you all crying and hurting shit. $95 away from the goal tonight. Let's see if we can get there. Oh, boy. 95 away, a couple of minutes left. Let's see if we can get this done, guys. 2 minutes left to go. $95 away from the goal. The break-even point for Steel Toe. If we don't knock it out, no big deal. We just wrap the show up here in a couple of minutes and call it a night. But let's see if we can knock it out. Frogman Gaming Channel says, I'm worldwide famous. People want to be me. I don't answer nothing unless I get money. Pay me, Isso Heatherly. Is that Dave or John or Jake?
Don't matter. It's one of them.
It's either Dave or Jake. I'm not sure which one, but
I'm
either
gonna guess
way.
that's
Whoops.
Jake.
I just made Pro Wrestling Fiend a moderator. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Sorry about that, bud. I gotta take away that moderator badge.
I would
Did
guess
not
that's
mean
a
to
Jake
do that.
Account.
All right, here we go, guys. $95 away from our goal. Let's see if we can get there.
Let's at least shave her down a little bit.
So far, we are way off, and we are light on the offering plate segment. We've only got 45 seconds left. Obnoxious John Melendez says, donate to me for Coors Light. John's got different goals.
Yes,
I
he
suppose.
does. You gotta have that. What is it? Beer on the patio?
Beer on the balcony.
Beer on
Or
the balcony.
the green screen,
Yeah.
I suppose. All right, guys, we got less than a minute left. Let's see if we can get in there. Looks like no overtime tonight. $95 away unless a miracle happens. It looks like we're not getting there. There's the PayPal link in the chat if you feel like chipping in.
We can do it.
Super chats and memberships count as well. 20 seconds remaining. Fuck, right? Oh, Rupert with 50. We take 35 of that, so that gets us down to 60.
Thanks, Rupert.
Thank you, Rupert. Appreciate that, but it looks like it's going to be in vain.
He helped,
We'll just,
though.
that helped big time,
Smaller
man. Thank you.
rollover.
That we got to see some new people in there rather than the same ones over and over. It's just not gonna quite get there.
Much smaller rollover now.
Thank you very much, Rupert. Yeah, it won't be as much rollover for the next couple of nights, but hey. Thank you guys very much. Thank you to everybody who contributed to the show tonight. If you liked the video, that helps too. If you subscribe to the channel, that helps as well. Mr. Nobody with $19.99, that knocks 15 off the goal. Oh, wait a minute. That gets us to 45, so that at least puts the offering plate segment off until 10:25. So we will do this on credit. The whole thing with doing it on credit is we got to hit the goal by the end of the night. We got to hit it by 10:30. So we're going to give you guys the 30 minutes of overtime and hope that $45 gets paid off by the end of the night. Thank you very much, Mr. Nobody. $45 away, and looks like we're going to do overtime. Appreciate that.
Hopefully y'all didn't leave already.
Oh, no, I hope you guys didn't leave because we got two things we're going to go over here. And then we may or may not be doing another offering plate segment. So now I'm in a weird place because I was ready to wrap up the show and go to bed.
That is weird because your mind starts doing a whole new process.
Right.
It's strange.
Oh, we don't. Yeah, a lot of people dropped off. You might want to go back and tell those people that we're doing overtime.
Refresh.
Thank you to a big thanks to Bandit for $15.
Thank you, sir.
Over there on PayPal. So we're $30 away from our goal tonight. All right, guys, we'll do the fish. We're doing the fish now.
We're doing fish now?
Yep, we're going to do the fish story. So remember, should we just take people back to the beginning on this one?
Yes, we should.
So these two guys have been scamming fishing tournaments for a long time. And they've been putting weights and all kinds of other shit.
Lead weights
and fish fillets into the fish that they're weighing in.
It's fucked up.
And I guess people have suspected it for a long time. But now they've been caught, and there was a damn near riot this weekend at this fishing contest. Let's check out this channel. Let's give credit to the channel we're watching here. It is 50/50 Fishing. Go ahead and subscribe to him.
Another update on the Chase Kaminsky and Jake Runyon walleye fishing scandal. I still can't believe what these guys did and that they were getting away with it for as long as they were. So there was another tournament. There was a fall brawl tournament last year in 2021 that they won, and one of them failed a polygraph. And I don't think anyone knows exactly which one it was. They were just told that one of them failed the polygraph. And
imagine taking your fishing so seriously that you're hooking dudes up to lie detector tests.
I mean, look, I am a fisher person.
I'm a Fisher Price.
What? I'm a fisherman. I watch professional like the Bassmaster stuff. Like I like that on Sundays and
just say lesbian. It's
fine. I'm married to a bitch.
Use a gay.
This would really upset me, and I don't know how you're getting away with it. Like, there's no way that you can cut them open and shove it in without getting caught. Like, you'd have to jam it down their throat, right? How do you
I
do
suppose.
this?
Yeah,
because you can't just leave it filleted open because you're gonna see the shit in there.
Right.
I don't get it.
So yeah, you're right. You do. You have to shove it right
jam
down.
It.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They were disqualified.
You know what they say? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Kind of like kept hush hush because they didn't really have any evidence other than the polygraph, but everybody knew something was going on. Pretty much all the other anglers, tournament directors, they all knew something was going on. So they disqualified them. And then Jake Ryan actually got a lawyer to try and sue the Lake Erie Walleye Trail to try and for the earnings. It was like $156,000 or something that they would have won, but they were DQ'd.
So they failed the polygraph, got DQ'd from a tournament last year, sued the tournament people to try and get their $150,000 or whatever that they would have won had they not been disqualified. And you know what? I kind of agree with Chase Kaminsky, as big of a cheating piece of shit as these two guys are. I don't think you can take a polygraph and strip a guy of a championship based on a lie detector test. They're faulty as shit.
I don't know anything about a lie detector test, I guess. I've never done one before. I don't know how faulty they are.
You can be telling the truth, swear to God, but your pulse is racing and your heart rate's going because you're nervous, and it'll come back as a lie. Or if you're really good at controlling your heart rate, you can lie your fucking balls off. They'd never know.
Okay, well, what if you're the type of person who usually passes them? Like it's your usual.
How many have you taken?
If you've been in multiple tournaments, probably enough.
What I'm saying is you can't take away someone's tournament money based on something as fluky as a polygraph test. I think they should have gotten paid. You want to catch these guys cheating? Catch them like you just did.
Sue because of that, and now they probably 100% cheated in that tournament as well, and that's why they failed the polygraph. But there was never any real proof, so they were continuing to allow to fish the other events and stuff. But like you can even see, like when they get announced that they just took the lead at this recent tournament, nobody even claps. Everybody knows what's going on. It's just like silent. Like everybody, you can tell everybody suspected them of doing this, which is insane.
Bump number 12.
All right, so that's them getting announced.
The size of the balls on these guys they must have bowling balls. How you gonna
actually 12-pound weights. I don't know if you know this. They have lead 12-pound weights for balls. That's how they shove them in the fish's mouth, actually. Just thought I would help.
Over 8 pounds of weights, and like there was fish fillets, they found pliers, like all this random stuff shoved down these walleye. Over 8 pounds. When you know that everyone already suspects you of cheating, and you're going to do it to that degree, and then it turns out that the tournament director is actually a cop as well.
Oh, man.
Oh, well, that ain't good.
Again, this kind of seems like karma coming home to roost a little bit. Like
chicken's coming home to roost.
This upsets me too, and it confuses me in so many ways. Like I can understand why somebody would accuse them of cheating, because if you fish a lot, like even just it's an eye test. Like you can look at a fish and be like, about how much that weighs. So if you've suddenly got this tiny little fish weighing like a bunch of weight, that's not going to fly.
Also, the lumps sitting in the belly of the fish, they're like, that thing, it looks like it's got a bunch of tumors. What the fuck is going on?
So your tournament director is a cop, and you know he's a cop. He suspects you of cheating. Everybody else you fish against suspects you of cheating because you're holding 5-pound walleye and claiming that they're like 8-9 pounds.
Right.
Like everybody knows what's on. And you are going to cheat again after almost getting caught a year ago. You're going to cheat again.
See, that to me is the ballsy part of the story. Like these guys just went out and go, oh yeah, I'm going to do the same. I'm going to shove pliers down this thing's mouth. I'm going to put salmon fillets in it. Fuck you guys.
Think about this though. Like he just said, kind of what I said. Like somebody could be holding up their 5-pound fish right here, and you're holding up the same fucking fish, but it weighs 9 pounds. That's not going to make any sense.
And then you're going to add 8 pounds to your bag. Holy freaking crap. I'm telling you, these guys, they got freaking coconuts for cojones or something. Holy crap, guys.
Use more metaphors for balls.
Away with it for as long as they did. I've seen this happen before. Other tournament trails and stuff.
The rest is just this guy talking about it.
That is really disheartening.
Good God, man.
I don't know how they could have gotten away with it that many times. Yeah. I don't know.
Thank you to Steven for becoming a member and Randall B for becoming a member to this fine channel. I believe that puts us just $20 away from our goal tonight. So $20 away. Thank you guys very much for your generosity. A little old show like this going listener supported off the radio and making it. That's only because you guys are as generous as you are, so I appreciate that.
They always come up big for us.
I've been hearing from people that these guys have won hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yep. They've won fishing boats. Mm-hmm. They've won all kinds of shit.
Yeah, they win a lot of stuff that will put them, like it'll give them a leg up on the competition because they can't afford that stuff.
All while stuffing shit down the fish's throat.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. Atomic Citizen said those guys should run for office, right?
Yeah, I guess they're good at cheating.
Yeah, it fits.
Till now.
It fits.
Never do it again.
You guys want to watch some DSP?
Always.
We got what, $20 away from our goal tonight? We'll knock that out in the next 20 minutes or so here, so I'm not worried about that. Let's go to DSP. Sorry to the obnoxious John Melendez's of the world. I don't have any Stuttering John coverage tonight. Usually for overtime, we're not talking about the news or anything like the stuff we usually do. We pick out one of our guys that we like to watch, and we check in on him.
We'll get to Stuttering John sometime this week, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Come back.
John will do something fucked up. As a matter of fact, I was talking to Shuli this weekend, and we could have Shuli on the show. We could have him interviewed and put him up in clips, so that could be a lot of fun. He's making a lot of noise with his Uncle Rico podcast that he's doing now. This is DSP Tries It Memology 101. This is his video, and it's DSP talking about the worst days of his life. Now, I will say this. This is going to make me very unpopular with the DSP detractor community because they love their cancel culture. A lot of people in that community love canceling people. They like being tattletales. They like being rat fucks. It's stupid. It's terrible. I'm not one of you. I'm just a guy covering the guy. I don't sit here and go, you're not a true detractor. You're right. I'm a talk show host. I goof on people. I'm not sitting here to get people's stream elements and their stream labs and their PayPals and all that shit taken away. That is a bullshit bitch-ass move. And if you do that, you and we're not the same. Not at all. This whole deal about going, oh, look at the things DSP said 12 years ago. You're getting his stream elements taken away. It's gay ops for two reasons. One, you're being the thing that we all hate, those tattletale little bitches, like the kid who told the teacher she forgot to give you homework. And number two, you're making people defend DSP, which is one of the most disgusting things I can possibly think of.
It's not fun.
So no, stop doing it. You look like a bitch. And then you make me defend the pig roach, which I don't want to do. So this is from Memology. DSP talking about the worst days of his life.
Welcome to the Level 1 podcast where we're busy having fun down here on Level 1.
Oh, wait a minute. What happened?
I guess he's getting festive.
Uh-oh. I thought maybe Phil had to sell his shit.
Wow, your brain goes right there, huh?
Phil's having a garage sale. Uh-oh.
I was hoping he just for a second wanted to, relate to some people, be a little friendly.
Nope. All the lights are gone. All the festivity is gone. Phil's...
It's added to the electric bill.
I got my electric bill. I got my condo dues. I got my day off. I had to sell my PS5.
Hold on.
What?
I like how that he thinks that tiny little square of the soundproofing stuff on the back wall does anything.
People do this dumb thing where they put that soundproofing shit up in their house. Well, don't do that. Right. Guys, you get a Rodecaster, you EQ your mics properly. It doesn't matter. You could be in a tin can.
Well, yeah. I mean, number one, it doesn't do anything. But number two, to think that only a small patch on your wall would help.
Hey, Phil's been doing this for like 15 years now. Leave him alone. He knows his shit.
Has that always been there, though? I don't think so.
Yeah. I love his creaky chair. Oh, yeah, you got to turn on your light, Phil. Come on, Phil. Where's the professionalism?
There we go.
Come on.
I think my grandma had that garland.
What's going on? Today is Monday, the 3rd of October, 2022. I'm DSP, and I welcome you here to the show. We have an interesting show here today, for sure.
That's a matter of opinion. I'm tired of this guy sitting there telling people he's got an interesting show. One of these times, Phil, I'm going to make you prove that. Because every time you say that, and every time it turns out to be you bitching about something, or you just babbling incoherently about the bills you have coming due, I never hear him talk about a topic, or talk about a news story, or talk about anything related to gaming, other than how little support he got for the game he just played.
Yes.
Basically recapping everything that's kind of been going on this weekend that culminated last night for me in one of the worst nights of my life.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I'll share that with you. So yeah, we lost half of the last stream, and losing half of the last stream.
Oh wait, here we go. Ready?
It's gonna be money.
Ready? I'm gonna put us in the big screen and Phil in the little screen here. I'm guessing that losing half the stream. Now, most people would say we lost half the stream, which means we lost listeners. The analytics are gonna be worse on that video. We won't get as many views. I bet you for Phil, he's going to wiggle it into a way that you got to give him more tips today.
I needed that.
I needed all that support. We lost that stream. I'm not going to get my tips and my super chats from it. How about a DSP Stuttering John podcast?
I think we've suggested that before.
Those two could drive each other nuts.
Or just be the greatest thing in the world.
Whoop, there we go.
Uh-oh.
We ended up basically kind of being in limbo, and I don't know if we can beat it today or not. I'd like to be Earthbound today. We'll talk about that a little bit.
Sounds exciting.
Shall I just go right into the story? I guess I should, huh? Because you guys are probably wondering what the hell I'm talking about.
Uh-oh, Phil looks pissed off. I bet you everyone's getting yelled at, and he's going to be in a cranky fucking mood.
He does look unsettled. It kind of feels like if I were to walk into a room and you're just fucking peeved about something and I don't know it yet, but I can tell something's not right, so I'm trying to tread water until then.
Dude, I've now been watching Phil enough where I can just look at his face and go, he's about to start bitching.
Oh, yeah. It's the big steamy's about to erupt, Aaron.
In regards to being an insanely bad night for me. Okay, by the way, like the new border, this is the modern Resident Evil border for the show. We actually have another one I still haven't shown. I think it's Silent Hill.
Fascinating.
Cool.
Whoa.
Anyway, Orange, thank you for the re-upping of your membership for 5 months. I really hope Retro Commercials React happens. I agree. It's called DSP's Black Friday Ad Apocalypse, where I'll be watching all kinds of fun commercials from all over the world, especially retro ones, that are going to be hilarious. I would love to do that event. To do that, we have to hit our members goal for the month of 600 members. The month is just beginning.
So if you become a member and you hit 600, if he hits 600 members, then he'll watch a bunch of commercials.
Okay.
How is that an event?
No, that just kind of seems like something fun you do for 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's,
maybe.
You know what we call that, DSP in the business? That's a bit. That's not an event.
The little feature.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what an event would be. I don't think there's anything DSP could do that would be an event. Maybe a 24-hour gaming stream.
Yeah,
that could be an
or
event.
Live coverage of something specific happening.
That could be an event, but not, I'm going to watch some commercials. That's
an anniversary of something.
Hey, guys, I'm going to watch some ads at Sunday. Watch DSP, watch commercials.
Adpocalypse.
We already have a good head start. So let's see what happens. Okay. All right. Let's talk about this. Okay. So here's the deal. Here's what's been going on with me. Let's recap. All right. The autumn hit.
Boring.
It's now supposed to be autumn here in Washington State of the United States. We're in a whole new season. Okay. During the autumn, the weather here is typically cloudy, rainy. We go on a Fahrenheit heat system here. It's not Celsius like a lot of you who are not here in the United States. I know you go use Celsius. We use Fahrenheit.
I
don't use Celsius.
Dude, look, I have to pause.
What?
How did this? I am fascinated by Darkside Phil in this regard. How did he ever get to do this for a living? He is remarkably unengaging as a broadcaster.
Think about that, because at one point he was way bigger than what he is right now.
I would rather listen to a senior citizen talk to me about the forecast. And they make you want to kill yourself.
Typically for the summer, temperatures for summer days
cough right into that
be
mic,
anywhere
baby.
from between, say, 70 degrees all the way up to like 90 some degrees. With the 90-degree days being the rarity, usually a summer day would be between like 70, 80.
Oh my God.
This summer was the hottest summer on recorded record for the most amount.
No offense to memology. He does the Lord's work and everything. But do you see why I like Snort Hogan better?
Yeah, he's very concise.
I mean, he cuts all this bullshit out. This isn't even fun to like make fun of. This is just really boring content. So now I have to go skip ahead of all this shit, and I'll probably miss out on something because I don't want to bore my fucking audience to death.
He's taking the long road to say he's bitching about how hot it is.
Yeah, it's fucking too hot or something.
Hot in October. Never did I ever think in my life.
All right.
The problem is, during the afternoon, when the sun is beating on the front office
Oh my
wall,
God, he's still talking about the weather.
Seriously, it sounds like you're talking right next to someone. That's how it is in the homes out here. They designed them like that. So if I leave this door open, the entire house will just have my booming, echoing voice.
All right.
You are a fucking bold-faced
here we go.
$13,000. Guess who doesn't have $10,000 to $13,000?
Oh, wait. Oh, I got to...
So, fuck you. We're not putting up with that shit because these fucking dumb fuck trolls. We're not doing that, okay?
That's it.
VG Stuff, cheers, a very chilling pot. Even if you were to have air conditioning installed,
oh my God,
it wouldn't blow upstairs. They didn't design it for that.
The heat really
So
bothers him.
To know your lucky color?
You're a scammer and a lie.
Lucky color, eh?
I understand. So That's why I got the internal air conditioners, okay?
Holy shit.
Jesus Christ.
Now,
Memeology, no offense, buddy, but I didn't need the 6-minute weather rant.
Somewhere he's listening to us listening to this, and he's like, no, you need this to see the point.
God.
with all that being said, what's happened over the last weekend? Well, number one,
About
3
time.
straight days of summer heat. Starting on Saturday, it was 80 degrees. Yesterday, it was
Fuck off,
79
Phil.
degrees. And each day, there's been pure sun on the front of the house.
You said this.
Today's supposed to be the third and final day, again with 79-degree heat with sun at the front of the house, which means
You never go outside, you fuck.
You have to.
What
be the
do you
tastiest.
give a shit if it's 80 or 8? You never leave the house, you old lady. You fucking old Jewish lady with your grabbing your shawl or, oh my God, I'm boiling in here. Whatever will I do?
Whatever will I do?
Oh my God, shut the fuck up. Put a fan on your balls and call it a day.
Look, are you hot? No, he's hot, okay? Leave him alone.
Oh.
Every day when I'm in here, it's 90 to 100 degrees in the office.
Oh my God.
And what am I supposed to do?
You're not sweating.
Hey, I have an interesting follow-up too that I'd like to talk about on the podcast today.
Oh, exciting.
So don't worry. There's
Wait, you mean our 7.5 minute weather rant is over and now we can talk about
interesting stuff? If you watch that, there's a little addendum to that on the show today. Okay?
Fun.
Now,
sniff and cough into the mic.
that being
That's
said,
good.
all right, I was in here all day long with literally no real breaks on Saturday.
Whoa.
If you mention how fucking hot it was on Saturday, I'm going to reach through this television and pull your fucking eyelids off.
Aaron, what do you think this whole warm-up has been about? Like, he's getting right there. I was so fucking hot, and I was here for you guys all day, and I didn't get any money.
If he turns this weather rant into a you didn't give me enough money for being sweaty rant, I'm going to smash my own head into his house.
I cannot believe you. That's been happening from a mile away.
Started my stream at 10:45 a.m. I did not take a formal break. I usually do. I just
not our
went
fault.
straight into the documentary. We watched it. I took so few breaks. I hurt
he
my back.
reacted to a
And that's my
Keemstar
fault.
thing.
I should know that when I'm in here, every hour to hour and a half, I should be getting up, stretching my legs.
That's up to you, bud.
Oh my God, you're not performing open heart surgery, you fucking tub.
Okay, look at that tummy, though.
You're playing video games and you're talking. Relax. Oh, every hour I should get up and stretch my legs. Ugh, stretch your balls, you doofus.
He is saying that to us, though, like it's our fault that he doesn't take breaks, but that's totally his call. Like, if either of us needs to take a break real quick to go piss or something, we just kind of do it.
Stretching my back.
It's fine.
This is essential. For someone who's sedentary, you have to do this.
Get your gut out of the frame,
thing was,
please.
I was so into covering this documentary for you guys that I just focused completely on it.
Whoa.
And I didn't really take my first break until dinner. So I was sitting here from 10:45 a.m. all the way till 4 p.m.
You eat dinner at 4 p.m.? What are you, 68 years old?
Yes.
What, you got to take a nap?
And it got so bad. It got so hot in this office that day.
That's 5 hours.
I started to get a splitting headache. Like I could
Oh,
literally
no.
feel-
While I was playing video games for 7 hours on end, my head started to hurt. Oh, my. I can't. Oh, Phil, you poor thing. This sounds like a terrible day.
Bring a fucking water in there with you. Like, what is wrong with you? I make sure both of us have a water.
Okay. Bring a
I mean,
water
it's
and
so
an
simple.
Advil, Phil. It's fine.
It's okay.
Feel my brain swelling in my head because it was so hot in this office. So I ended up popping a few Aleve and eating
Okay.
dinner.
What a soldier.
And when I came back after my dinner break, I felt better. My headache when it started to go away.
Oh, little boy Phil got some food in his belly. Little boy Phil got his hamburger helper in his belly, and he was so much better.
Yeah, he's about to say I ate like a hungry man dinner, so the sodium gave me a sodium headache.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is good. This is, we're getting some recovery here. It's not a huge deal.
Some
We're feeling better.
recovery.
Okay.
He was watching a documentary. I was watching Bowling for Columbine. I just needed, I needed to stretch my hammies.
By the end of Saturday, after having been in here from 10:45 a.m. to like 7:30 p.m. in that heat, all right, I physically felt like I was in a fight. I did. I felt.
Fuck
What the fuck is going on?
Oh, gross. This guy is a horse's ass. After I watched that documentary and sat on my fat ass and ate food and took drugs, I really felt like I'd been in a fight.
Phil, you need to get out more.
Phil, you've never been in a fight in your life. This isn't Street Fighter, dick for brains.
Like someone beat the shit out of me. Drama queens. And I was like, damn, I really haven't felt this beat up in a long time.
Oh my God.
Even when I get
Go for a jog, you chunker butt.
Not even that. Start with a walk around the block
Just
or
a
something.
walk around the block.
I mean,
I took
man.
a walk around the block today, and I feel like I've been raped in prison. I just want to point that out. I was on a walk today, and I feel like I just had 3 giant African rods up my asshole.
You know what, though? If somebody had never taken a walk before, I can understand how they might think that's how it feels.
sick, I don't feel like that. I was like, yeah, I really genuinely feel like I got hit by a car, or you know what I mean? Like, this is obviously...
Tom Brady wouldn't say he feels like he got hit by a car after a game on Sunday. But Phil watched a documentary for 7.5 hours and then had some supper time, and then he felt like he got run over by a car.
I mean, dude, if you don't feel that, like, if you feel that way sitting in a warm room for a few hours, I think you should go to the doctor, maybe.
God damn, Phil.
Not good. So I was very happy to be out of there, you know, around 8 o'clock, 8:30.
Oh, you are remarkably
took a cold
boring.
shower, you know, relaxed with my wife. And then I came back in here yesterday. And it was another day of the same shit because it was so hot.
Oh,
Jesus
my
Christ, man. This is fucking ridiculous. Like,
Get
I
a
put myself in
fan.
physical harm at this point.
Oh, my God. I put myself in physical harm. Phil, you are a fucking stooge, man. God bless you.
Hold on, what does he do the rest of his life when he's not on air then? Because isn't his apartment hot?
Well, you see, he sits somewhere else. So you see, he sits there for a long time, and
In
it
a
feels
cellar or
and
what?
it feels like he's been in a car accident. So then he has to go sit down somewhere else.
Buddy, you need some help here.
I hope his wife doesn't fall for this shit. I hope she doesn't baby him and go, "Oh, Phil, are you okay from your hard day at work?"
Let's pause for a second to remember he said this was one of the worst days of his life.
Yes.
Okay, I can immediately come up with a top 5 worst days of my life, and
Okay.
they're all substantially worse.
Well, you're
than
not
this.
Phil.
You know what I mean?
Extreme. So yesterday we played The Evil Within. I told you guys on the podcast yesterday, I said, please bear with me if I'm cranky today because it is so goddamn hot. I felt, no exaggeration, when I started playing The Evil Within yesterday, I felt legit sick to my stomach. My brain, again, headache, swollen brain. Felt so bad.
I have a swollen brain. You see, they had to remove a piece of Phil's skull so that they could allow the brain swelling to go so he didn't harm himself.
He needed to play Earthbound for us.
Oh, man. You know, guys, Phil is a lot like a soldier on D-Day storming the beaches of Normandy. That's really what he's like. We need to respect his sacrifice that he makes for us and give him tips.
So what I did something that I almost never do. I went and I grabbed a can of Coke. I never do this. I never drink soda, right? You always see me drinking seltzer. I never drink soda.
You are maybe one of the 3 least interesting people I've legit ever seen in my entire life. And 2 of those people were quadriplegics.
And to think he has covered now, over 10 minutes.
Over 10
Because
minutes.
he's jumped around a
Yeah.
little bit. That's insane. Like, he thinks
It's
this is
soda.
super important.
And I actually felt better. I think it's a variety of reasons, a little bit of caffeine in it, sugar.
Oh, sure. Dr.
I think
Phil.
maybe my blood sugar level was low as well. Because why? When your body is not feeling good and it's run down, your body starts trying to run at a higher...
You see, sitting in that chair watching things on his computer, his blood sugar got low because he was sacrificing so much of his essence.
Somebody somewhere that works in like a hot machine shop was listening to this. Like, buddy, you need a reality check.
capacity to account for it, and it burns more energy. So likely what happened was my body was tapped out. It was like, dude, you have like no energy in your body. You need something. Get sugar or something in you, right? So I drank that can of Coke, and I felt much better actually drinking that can of Coke, okay? And then after the stream, you know, I had dinner with my wife, and I was relaxing downstairs, and admittedly, again, I still kind of had a headache. And I was like,
"Oh, you poor baby. Did you take some Tylenol pills?"
All right, whatever. Tonight is Sunday Night Bites. It's Bassmaster. It won't be that big of a deal. It really shouldn't. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. I came in here and I actually didn't feel so bad. All right. It was cooler. The sun was down. And so I did
Robert
Sunday Night
Frost.
Bites with you guys. I enjoyed myself, had a good relaxing time. And I went downstairs and I started relaxing with my wife. And I laid down on the couch and I'm like, something's not right, man. Like, I just don't feel good. Like, and, you know, I know I'm not sick because I haven't left the house. How could I be sick? Who did I get sick from? Right? Like, I know I don't have a cold or anything. I just don't feel good. My head, seriously, like, I didn't have a splitting headache, but it definitely felt like there was a ton of head pressure in my head.
Have you ever heard a more boring person in your life?
There was a ton of head pressure in his head, though.
The nerve of this fucking guy to think that this belongs to be shared to even a close relative, let alone an audience full of strangers.
I think you're wrong. This was clearly an event for him.
This was clearly a big moment in Phil's life, and he soldiered on just for you.
And just my body, again, overall, it just felt really sore and run down. My eyes were burning really bad. And that almost never happens. Like, if my eyes are burning, usually I'll put eye drops in or whatever, I'll close them. They were like, they wouldn't stop burning. And I'm like, something's definitely up here.
Blink, stupid.
You know, like, something's really bad. And so I said to my wife, I said, here's what we got to do tonight. I said, I really don't feel good. What I want to do is I want to try to have an opportunity to sleep uninterrupted. But also, I don't know what's going to happen.
Did he kick her out of the
I might get up
bedroom?
and be sick, have to throw up or something. Who knows? I don't know.
Oh my God, he's going to get sick to his stomach from all the sacrificing he did streaming for 8 hours in a row and playing a fishing video game.
Dude, maybe if he gets that hot, he should just stream at night, huh?
Phil, maybe a gym membership might be in order.
A fan?
On. So I told her I'm going to sleep downstairs on the couch. I went to sleep downstairs.
Wow.
And just
bitch, I can't have you waking me up and interrupting me and shit. I'm going to go sleep on the couch. What a dickhead.
For clarification purposes, right now it's not cold at night. It's a little cold.
Oh my God, with the fucking weather, Phil.
Why don't you sleep outside?
Nice comfy pillow. Slept under the blankets, you know. Basically, here's what happened. My wife says, okay, I'm going to sleep. Good night, honey. Good night. She goes upstairs to Jasper. And I just basically kind of leaned back like this. And I was like, oh my God, I really don't feel good. You know, I hope that I can sleep tonight. Because with everything that happened today, I just don't know if...
Stop that.
I went right out. Like,
was that the fucking punchline you were waiting to give us?
Literally
that was the
moments
climax.
after she went upstairs, I was out. I was like, holy shit.
This is the worst day of his life.
Right?
He's amazed.
So here's what happened, though. Okay? I wake up. And we have a big clock in our living room that tells you the time. I wake up and it says 4 in the morning. And all of a sudden, I wake up and I'm just starting to get conscious. My body. What the hell? My body starts to shiver. And it's not just like a little bit, it's a little cold on it. It's like, oh my God. My whole body starts uncontrollably shivering.
I wish it was a brain aneurysm. I'm so upset that this wasn't a stroke or a heart attack or something of that regard. Jesus Christ, Phil.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
All right. And the thing is, I know it's not cold down there. Yeah, it's not. We're not in the fall or winter. You know,
okay,
it's
it sounds like
cold
you're
down
sick.
There.
You're sick. It's okay.
I just start uncontrolled. My whole body too. It wasn't just like it was like my whole body is in a uncontrolled shiver.
I did this when I came down with COVID the second time.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, what's going on? So all that happens. I wake up again. I look at the clock. Now it's 7 a.m. Okay? And I begin to realize as I start to move, my entire body,
oh my God,
from
what
head
now?
to toe, is completely soaked in sweat. And guess what? It's 80 fucking degrees outside and the sun's out again today.
Oh my God, back to the goddamn weather, Phil. Get a second air conditioning unit then. I don't know what to tell you.
The thing he's describing is that he's sick. He's trying to go the long way around to blame it on the weather, but he was just sick.
God
he had a sick
What am I
day.
supposed to do? I have to be here, man. I can't. I really wish I could take time off. I can't. You know, I legitimately have to be here every day. It sucks. I wish I could take extra days off at times like this. I can't. I need to make money to pay my bills. I have, again, I know I do this every month. Coming up.
Well, hey, self-awareness. Somebody ring the self-awareness bell for Dark Side Phil. There we go.
I have my internet bill and my dues.
my God.
It's almost $900 of bills due all at once, but I also have to raise enough money for my day off this week and my day off next week. All within 1 week's time, I have to raise that much. I can't take a day off. 6 days a week.
There we go, guys. All that 14 minutes to get to, I need you to throw me a couple bucks for my day off.
I will honestly say that was taxing.
Fucking
that was
Phil,
awful.
Man. Jesus.
And you have to remember that, who was that, Minuteman? He cut shit out, too. So he took longer than that. Memeology, excuse me.
All right, guys, we're pretty much done here. $15 away from our goal tonight. Let's see if we can knock that out real quick, and then we'll head out of here. We gave you the 30 minutes of overtime. We hope you enjoyed that. Gave it to you on credit. Let's go ahead and fire things up. Thank you very much to Birdman for the $5. Says the next day he needed a soda for caffeine to stay awake. I wish that was a joke. Yeah, we got there. Oh my God. $15 away from our goal. There's the PayPal link in the chat. Super chats and memberships count as well. MN Vikings says begging time. Yep, sure is, buddy. So do you want to go for good this time, or are you just like, is today like something bad happened in your life, so you got to be a dick? Because I'm really, MN Vikings, I'm really getting tired of you being a fan for like a month, and then one day you have a bad day, and you just decide to be a cunt. You were doing it this morning, too. I don't know.
I mean, I think you've been more than generous with it.
I think you might just be done, buddy. I think it might just be time to say goodbye. Pro Wrestling Fiend says, still made my night, though. My new favorite YouTubers. Thanks, buddy. We appreciate you being here. Hulkamasha Baby says, get rid of him. He's annoying. Yeah, I think MN Vikings might have to go. Sorry, bud. And don't come to me bitching and complaining this time, because it's just enough out of you. Really. There we go. $15 away from our goal today. Appreciate all of the help tonight. We really do. It looks like $15 shy. We did the overtime. And there's 15 from Sarah. Thank you very much, guys. That's going to do it. That wraps it for tonight. Appreciate that.
Thanks, dear.
And we will talk to you tomorrow morning. Thank you to Sarah and everyone else who chipped in tonight. April, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we will talk to you at 6 a.m. Central Time tomorrow morning. Oh, Bulls deep with 20, so we'll start 15 ahead.
Thank you as always, sir.
Tomorrow night. Thank you, guys.